Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Minecraft live viewing party thing here. Uh, we are starting a bit early before the event here, and it was kind of loud, so I turned it down for now, at least until the event starts. But how's everybody doing today? Is everybody doing all right? And I'm going to get this right out of the way first. I am voting Glow Squid for the mob vote today. If you don't already know, Mojang is putting on a vote via Twitter, I believe, where the viewers get to choose the next mob to enter Minecraft. The options are Moo Bloom, which is basically a mushroom but with flowers. Iceologer, which is a type of illager hostile mob that will be living in the mountains, and the Glow Squid, which, well, the name there is pretty self-explanatory. It is a glowing squid, and I'm voting for the Glow Squid. I'd like to see what you are all thinking, but for me personally, I feel like the Glow Squid is just the way to go. It's between that and the Iceologer for me, honestly. Earlier this week, I wasn't so sure about the Iceologer, mostly because I'm not like a fan of adding more hostile mobs to Minecraft. But of all the I will admit, of all the concepts, Iceologer seems the most fleshed out, and I'm gonna make a call right now that I'm still gonna vote Glow Squid, but I definitely feel that Iceologer is gonna win the vote today. Just from what I hear from around the community, Iceologer has secured the win for the most part, I believe. I believe it will come down to voting between the Glow Squid and the Iceologer. So, you know, as much as I'd like the Glow Squid to win, I highly doubt that it will. I don't really have many other predictions beyond that for the event. I'm just excited to be seeing some Minecraft news here. Seems like they're going to be starting off the event by saying like the big update announcement, from what I can tell, which is really good because we won't have to sit through any of the boring minecon stage garbage before they actually start making announcements and things. And you know what, I have no clue what the next update's going to be, honestly. I know a lot of people have a strong feeling it's going to be the mountain update from the biome vote last year. And I'd say that would probably make the most sense, but I'm not sure if that's going to be like the major update they announce. I feel like because they usually have like 2 updates a year, right? I have a feeling they're going to be announcing a end of year update for this year, something small, probably like the mountain update, and also another huge update, kind of like the Nether update we had earlier this year. And I'm excited to see both. I am. We've still got about 20 minutes until the event starts proper. So if you have any questions for me in chat, any predictions, please go right ahead. I'm gonna keep playing the music here. Because that is loud. Oh, hello. Are they getting right into things here? It's not 12 yet. Oh boy. Oh, a pre-show. I was not expecting this. Sure. We'll go ahead and watch this. We will go ahead and watch this. Sorry about that.
I didn't have a PC to where I could run Minecraft, so I waited for it to come out on Xbox. I got it and I just fell in love with it. I went to events, I met a lot of people, and I get a chance to do this right now, all because of Minecraft. That's allowed me to have this opportunity. I was also a part of the Minecraft live show back in 2018, which was the first time they brought on creators, and it was just incredible. But it's a brand new year, and this is just going to be phenomenal. Now, this year is the community pre-show, so you're going to hear a little bit about what's coming today. Also, we're gonna hear from a few of our friends and what their year has been like, and what we love to see coming to Minecraft Live this year. Now, if you do speak another language besides English, don't worry, we're working with community rebroadcasters who speak other languages that are helping localize the broadcast. So head over to minecraft.net/live to view the list of rebroadcasters. Now, there's a very special person I want to introduce you to, and this is a person that you can just feel their energy through the screen. You know, if you ever just look at someone, it's like, wow, this person has so much energy. They have made my day feel better. And this person is going to be Shovel. So here she is.
Thanks, Big B. Hello, I'm Shovel and welcome to my house. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. You might recognize me from last year's event, or you might not. I was blonde back then. I'm a longtime Minecrafter, YouTuber, and lover of all things that let my imagination run wild. I'm also a known cat lover, and I would love to show you one of mine, but every cat owner knows you cannot tell them what to do. Anyway, we're gonna start with the pre-show, where we're gonna look at the last year in Minecraft. I've had my own exciting year in Minecraft. I was crowned a Minecraft champion. Twice! And then later we're gonna join some of the members of the community and some members of the Mojang team to see what's coming next. I'm most excited about the mob vote, but I heard there's something big being revealed right at the beginning. So don't go anywhere, I'll be here watching too to find out what it is. So grab a snack and some water, and let's get into it. Was that good? Did I do good? Should I have worn the crown? I tend to demand more respect when I'm wearing the crown.
Hello everyone, I'm Mariel, also known as Marielitai. You may know me from a couple of Minecraft series that I participated in, like Harmony Hollow, Mariel Craft, and Gamecraft, just to name a few. But I'm also known in the community for my innate ability to break the game. Randomly, for no reason whatsoever, it just happens completely out of my control, completely out of my hands. I've had so many bugs and glitches happen to me that it's become this running joke on my channel, and it's hilarious. Now, this year has actually been a pretty exciting year. I was able to participate in one of the Minecraft championships, and I also made a ton of new friends playing Minecraft Dungeons. That was pretty cool and awesome. But today, I'm here at the Minecraft Live community pre-show to talk to you all about something very exciting. The mob voting process. Turns out that Minecraft is bringing 3 new mobs for all of us to check out and get to know. We have the Moobloom from Minecraft Earth, the Iceologer from Minecraft Dungeons, and last but certainly not least, the Glow Squid, a mysterious new mob that's also from Minecraft Earth. But you may be wondering which one's going to be added to the game. Well, that's up to you, the community, to decide, because throughout the show, all of you are going to be able to vote for your favorite mob on the Minecraft Twitter page as long as you're signed in. There's also going to be multiple voting rounds, so make sure you keep an eye on the vote because things can change very quickly and we need to make sure that the best mob wins, and that one, in my opinion, is the Glow Squid, because that's the one that I'm rooting for and that's the one that I'm going to be voting for. Anywho, that's going to be it for me, but be sure to stick around to find out more about these brand new Minecraft mobs.
Thanks, Marielle. Well, I just want to say I actually want all the mobs if that's even possible. Can we make that happen? Now, one of my favorite things this year to come to Minecraft is the 1.16 Nether update. There wasn't much to do in the Nether in my personal opinion, and this update, I think everyone enjoyed it, me personally. I was already a little bit afraid of the Nether, but now I'm even more scared, but in a good way. It makes me want to go there, makes me want to do things. And there's so much that you can do in the Nether. And the fact that this is the same game, they make the updates so great that it feels like a whole new game. And you get that whole new experience all over again. But that's just my story. But here are some more stories from a few creators and friends around the world.
Hello everyone, my name is Gemini Tay. I am a Minecraft builder and content creator on both YouTube and Twitch. I love using Minecraft as a platform to create art, and this year I've had a particularly amazing time doing so. I was invited to the early access beta for Minecraft with RTX on Windows 10 edition, and oh my gosh, it was incredible. Minecraft with RTX adds so many new amazing properties to the game. The new reflections and light emissivity is incredible. Being able to use light as a building block in the game is something I've looked forward to for such a long time, and it's finally here. Definitely have had such an amazing time using that to my advantage to create more depth and dimension in my Minecraft worlds.
It's cool shit.
Fala galera, eu sou Forever Play Games, crio conteúdo de Minecraft pro YouTube há mais de 8 anos e hoje eu vim aqui falar pra vocês as duas coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether. Então beleza, estou aqui no meu mundo onde eu jogo no modo sobrevivência, não uso o criativo pra nada. E como uma pessoa que joga muito Minecraft mesmo, uma das coisas que eu mais gostei do update do Nether foram os blocos novos. Então se você der uma olhada daqui, eu fiz um portal que vai pro meu Nether, utilizando os novos blocos. E cara, é sério, eu fiquei apaixonado nas possibilidades que a 1.16 trouxe pra gente no termo de criação, cara. Esse fogo azul e essa Blackstone são muito lindos e dá pra você fazer ambientes totalmente diferentes de antes. E passando pra nossa segunda coisa, nós chegamos nos novos biomas. E isso eu acho que foi uma coisa que a Mojang focou muito em tentar deixar o jogo mais vivo. E cara, pra quem joga Minecraft há muitos anos, é muito divertido olhar o Nether que a gente já conhece de uma forma tão diferente assim.
Hey everyone, I'm Mac and Cheese Please, a Minecraft YouTube content creator and Twitch streamer. My favorite memory from Minecraft this year has got to be when we defeated the Ender Dragon for the very first time. I have never seen this fight before and had no idea what to expect. We spent hours and hours preparing and defeated the Ender Dragon our first try in about 15 minutes. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to see what Minecraft has in store for us this year.
Speaking of the Nether update,
Hey Minecraft Live, I'm Nick Pickett.
And I'm Elliot Choi.
And we built a one-to-one replica of the University of California, Berkeley with 200 of our fellow students, faculty, and alumni, and hosted a virtual graduation there. During the ceremony, we had the pleasure of working with the university, a production company, and dozens of our own builders to produce a graduation unlike any seen before. We had 7 speakers join us that day, including our school's chancellor and Minecraft's own Lydia Winters.
In addition to the ceremony, we invited the global class of 2020 to a 2-day music festival with over 60 artists performing back-to-back to celebrate. With the help of some of the most talented builders and developers, we hosted it all in a reimagined version of Berkeley's Brick Theater.
It's a game changer.
This project grew to scales that we never expected.
On top of all of this, we decided to take all this attention we were getting and put it towards a good cause, which is why we partnered with a charity to raise thousands of dollars to support pandemic relief.
From all of us in the Block League team, we hope you're enjoying Minecraft Live.
Still don't know who these people are.
Okay, so we've heard about how
wish I had
2020's
seen one
been for a
person
few
that I
people
knew.
within the community, but what's next for Minecraft? Now, there's already a lot of things in Minecraft, but if there was one thing that I would want to see is something that would fly, some type of creature, maybe a monster, and you would be walking out on just a nice sunny day, you know, maybe just mining or doing some crafting or in your farm, and next thing you know, something would swoop down, not a phantom, and it would actually pick you up and take you through the sky. I think that would be really cool, but maybe that will never happen. Now, the community has always speculated what the next big update for Minecraft could be. A new mob, a new boss, a new biome, and as you're making your guesses right now, I would assume, we're gonna go ahead and throw some more ideas in the mix.
Well, hello there, Minecraft Live. Good times with Scar here, and I am a content creator and a member of the Hermitcraft server, and I have now been playing Minecraft for 10 years. This is my 10-year month anniversary, and what better way to celebrate 10 years playing Minecraft but to hang out with you here at Minecraft Live and to speculate on what we'd like to see added to Minecraft. And way back in the day when they added colored glass to the game, I thought, how cool would it be if these naturally generated in caves as if they were crystals? Just colored crystals hanging from the caves just to add a little life, a little energy to the caves. And I thought that would be fun, but let's take this up a notch. Say we're down in the caves and we break open a wall into a gigantic cave with cathedral ceilings, crystals hanging down from the ceilings, and these crystals come in all the variety of colors in Minecraft, and we pick out one that we like. Say we're going to pick out the orange one, and we knock down that orange crystal, and we can take the fragments of this orange crystal and put it in a torch or put it in a lantern, and we're now casting orange light in Minecraft. That is right. We can now cast colored light of all varieties in Minecraft via torches or lanterns to add more atmosphere and more design possibilities with our builds. Just imagine your builds now, but being illuminated with color light. How amazing would that be? Now, another thing I'd love to see added to Minecraft is some way of auto-loading and ejecting music discs from a jukebox. So now we have colored light in the game along with auto-playing music. We have basically together here created a disco in Minecraft, and that sounds absolutely amazing. So let me know what you think of those ideas, and I cannot wait to find out what for real is coming soon.
Hey everyone, it's Crew! We have been huge fans of Minecraft since the very beginning and have so much fun creating videos. From silly build competitions to our epic survival series. Creativity is literally limitless in Minecraft. That's why we're so excited for the glow squid!
We could build a glowing underwater city.
Yes, that'd be so cool. Yes. I wonder what we'd be able to craft. Maybe we'll be able to craft glowing armor. I wonder what some of the glow squid make. Like this.
No. I'm gonna make it my pet.
Okay. Bye!
Unless they think of something really cool.
안녕하세요 마인콘 시청자 여러분들. 저는 유튜브에서 마인크래프트 채널을 운영 중인 램램이라고 합니다. 저는 8년 동안 마인크래프트를 즐기고 있는 만큼 저에게 있어서 마인크래프트란 제 일상에서 정말 큰 부분을 차지하고 있는데요. 올해도 굉장히 많은 컨텐츠를 녹화하고 업로드했는데 그 중에서 야생 관련 컨텐츠와 팬분들이 직접 만들어주신 컨텐츠들이 기억에 많이 남습니다.
Great. Thank you.
마인크래프트에는 여러 바이옴이 존재하는데 그 바이옴 특색에 맞게 새로운 블록 아이템들과 몹들이 더 추가됐으면 좋겠습니다. 특히 바다를 굉장히 좋아하기 때문에 마인크래프트 바다에 더 멋지고 예쁜 블록과 강력한 보스몹이 추가되길 바라고 있습니다. 이상으로 여러분들에게 저 램램도 알리고 마인크래프트에서 보고 싶은 여러 가지들을 말해보았습니다. 항상 저에게 좋은 추억을 주는 마인크래프트 정말 감사하고요. 여러분들도 계속해서 마인크래프트 라이브 쇼 많이 시청해주세요. 그럼 안녕!
They're gonna have Dream as part of this, no doubt.
Hello, my name is Escalade5 and I'm a Minecrafter, and today is a big day. it's an omega big day today because it's one of these days where we get to know the latest and the greatest surrounding Minecraft. Now, being a big action RPG fan, I've obviously been completely stuck with Dungeons since it came out, and we've already got lots of new stuff. Like we got the winter update, we got the jungle update. I wonder if they're gonna make another.
They better have Dream be part of this.
Upgrade.
Yeah,
maybe,
I have no doubt he's
mountains,
gonna be a part of this
like
event.
Dungeons
No
goes
doubt.
Everest,
He is
or maybe an
literally the face of
oceanic
Minecraft
update.
right now.
That'd
He would
be kind of weird.
if he wasn't here. He would,
underground and stuff
it
like
wouldn't
that.
be.
Anyway, personally,
like the
I'm
event wouldn't be
hoping for
complete.
two things.
Pretty
I'm
much.
hoping that we'd be able to customize our little character a little bit more, like the visuals of the character. I'd love to see like being able to get
This
a
guy
skin
looks like an
that's
Instagram
outside
brand,
the
Seth
game
Rogen.
into the game.
You're not wrong.
That'd be absolutely amazing.
You're not wrong.
And I would really like to be able
Except
to
he's
change
Swedish.
up that little base
So, like,
area.
that's a bonus,
Add
I'd
things,
suppose.
maybe put things on the wall. You find a cool sword, put it on the wall, memorize it. That would be absolutely amazing.
You know, that's a
Ooh, how much
very good
longer
point. I
until
wonder
the
what's
event?
coming next in Dungeons. Well,
Hey, Milkman.
I guess
Hello,
we'll have
Shadow.
to see. Thank you from me and everyone you've seen so far for watching the pre-show. Minecraft Live is just about to start, but we're such a small part of this community. So let's see some other great moments from this year in Minecraft.
I'll be completely
Thanks,
honest, chat. I
everyone.
forgot there was a pre-show to all these. I thought we were just gonna
I
jump
earned
right
this
into the
crown the
event.
last time. I get to wear it until I am dethroned, which means I can wear it the whole time until then. There's a lot more rainbow because it is in honor of it being Pride Month.
Was geht ab, Leute? Heute spielen wir Minecraft.
Minecraft Earth was a scam. I'll say that much and leave it there. I do not like Minecraft Earth. I thought it was a great idea.
But I really want to use the real Minecraft
They
hearts
completely
that come out
scuffed
from the
that
pets
game.
when you give them a treat.
They just
So I
completely
just went
scuffed it.
into
I haven't
Feather
played it
Adventures
since
and I
it
made a
first came
green
out.
screen
I don't
inside
know
of
if
the
it's
doll's
changed or
house,
not.
and for feathers as
I'm-
well.
We did not get what we were advertised. Like, that game was buggy to all hell. You had to grind for literal days just to build a house.
I mean, how can I not get excited about
Personally,
transforming
Dream
the
would be
look
in
and
this.
feel of
He plays Java
Minecraft
Edition, not
from this
Bedrock.
scene with RTX off
Usually have
to
YouTubers
this
that don't mind playing
with
Bedrock.
RTX on?
I disagree there. I have a feeling that you. Well, a majority of YouTubers are Java YouTubers. Like oh, Ant Venom's here?
They're there!
Interesting.
Little beasts are there!
Yeah, there's.
A new animal!
I have no doubt Dream's gonna be.
kind of blowing my mind. What a cool update.
我乃齐天大圣孙悟空是也，身穿黄金锁
I
子
have no
甲，
idea what's going on
头
right
顶
now. I'm
凤
just
翅
like
紫金冠，
every
脚
once in a
踏
while
四
I'll
顾
pay
轮
attention
椅。
to what's going on here.
New
But,
adventure
like,
crystals that
I
allow you to
genuinely do not
experience
care.
adventures in your home, in your backyard, or wherever you
The
are,
pre-show's
instead of needing
fine.
to go out and
I just
discover them.
I want to get to the
应吃
event.
瓜群众们的要求啊，把上面的这个不对称棋盘换成了好多的瓜，同时可以有6个人在这吃瓜呢，想想都有点小兴奋。
I'm a bee. Did y'all see that? That was insanity. Yo, we stinging up in here. Check it out.
Are they
I got
just
a
like
whole mess
shouting
of
out
power.
YouTubers
Y'all
at this
see 'em?
point?
It's bees. You can just keep spawning in all these
They're not even like
bees.
interviewing
I
them. They're
just
literally
right-clicking
just like.
constant. Now the bees that.
마인크래프트 던전
Yep.
굿즈. 아 이렇게 봐야 되네. 개봉해 볼게요. 두두두두두. 자, 오, 야.
Get up, I
I found the mobs. I found them.
I think we found them.
Excuse me, I don't appreciate. No.
Well, I gotta show you how to play my game. Are you watching?
Whoa, the bees are really angry.
Are you watching?
What did you do?
Dude, the bees are so mad.
I'm just gonna leave you to it. Perhaps one of these other huts has something helpful in it instead. Oh my gosh. No,
This
La
is just a lot
abeja
of Chinese
es el
playing
primer
no offense.
artrópodo del juego que vuela. Los
I'm not gonna
demás
say
que hay en
anything
el
in that
juego
regard,
son
but-
el pez de plata, los endermitas, las
It is
arañas.
clear that Mojang does want to market to China. I mean, with the what was it, the panda thing from last year? Or, was that 2 years ago? now?
分享给好友，就给你了，啊哈的啊哈哈。
When did the panda come out? It was 114, right?
Guten Tag, meine Damen und Herren, und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren extremen, ultramäßig harten Challenge. Wir werden heute komplett Minecraft auf den Kopf
the panda came out with
stellen.
114.
I'm taking this, okay?
The announcement for that was
What do I do with it?
2 years
It's on my
ago.
head and
now.
I don't know what to do with it.
That's
Okay,
crazy,
give me an
actually.
opportunity. Set me up.
Oh, there's a lot of zombies. Throw it, throw
Okay.
it, throw it. Throw it, throw it in the middle.
I feel like that update just released, honestly.
Titta vad så guldigt. Han kastar någonting till mig.
And in addition to that,
Åh vad gulligt då.
the update is as neat as it was. Like, I honestly forget it exists on a daily basis, pretty much.
Nej, den är glad. Okej. Och du är glad, och du är glad. Nu, titta! Ha 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 ha! Fast då har jag också förstört en sån där. Men...
Figata ragazzi, è tutto nuovo. Oh mio Dio, hanno cambiato il
Oh,
Ci sarà
2 minutes left,
tantissimo da
people.
esplorare e io non vedo l'ora.
We're almost to the actual cool part.
Speaking of food, nom 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 nom.
They're literally just shouting out YouTubers at this point. They're not doing anything
El
interesting.
daño y cómo vas creciendo tú como personaje depende de dos cosas: el nivel
There they are. Look at them. Oh, they are so cute. And that, right there, ladies and
Pixel
gentlemen,
Rift.
is our first bee nest.
Look at that. I love seeing
He
like
has
the
a really neat
haze,
podcast.
the light
And- oh.
beams.
Teleport to Spoonerism? Where did you die?
Why would you want to teleport to me?
Oh, I'm doing it now.
Oh no. Alive!
What?
And when the waves come crashing through, oh, I will let them pass around me. 'Cause I feel so safe with you, and I want to feel at peace.
Okay, folks, I think this is it. Are we ready? I'm excited. I am excited. I'm ready to see what they have to announce. It better be cool, is all I'm saying. Alright, baby. Let's see what they've got in store for us this year. I'm gonna be real with you, chat. If they start this off by saying the words cave update, I'm actually gonna scream. I'm legitimately going to scream. New people in chat, if you don't already know, I'm voting Glow Squid for the mob vote.
Hello and
Vote
welcome
Glow
to
Squid,
Minecraft
best
Live
one.
2020. I'm Lydia Winters, your host and chief storyteller for Mojang Studios. We're coming to you live from Stockholm, Sweden, the birthplace of Minecraft. Some of our amazing team members couldn't be here today, so we recorded the Minecraft Earth and Creator Tools segments in Redmond earlier this week. We are so thankful you're joining us. Before we get started, we want to acknowledge the number of challenges around the world right now, as well as the mental, physical, and emotional toll those challenges are taking on all of us. With that in mind, we want to give the opportunity today to take a breath, have fun, enjoy the games we love, and celebrate all of you, our
And do
incredible
more
Minecraft
crazy,
community.
wacky stage
It won't
stuff,
all be
costume
easy.
contests.
You'll have to
Yay.
decide which mob to vote into the game, which, based on votes in previous years, will be super tough. You'll not only get to hear about what's coming to your favorite Minecraft games, you'll also hear directly from the development teams. we want you to leave today knowing about the exciting additions coming to Minecraft and also why our team has made those decisions. An insider's look at what's brewing at Mojang Studios. Today, we're kicking things off with the announcement of the we're going to tell you right now.
Alright, boys. Here's what we were waiting for.
Hi, Agnes and Brandon.
Hi.
Hello. Let's do this.
So, okay. The next update is the update that we know that so many of you, and well, so many of us as well, has been wanting for such a long time. It's the Caves and Cliffs update.
Are you actually joking? No! No! Oh, you're joking!
Seriously, like, I'm so excited about this.
You're kidding.
Even before I joined Mojang, I was always thinking about, like, when is the cave update gonna come? And this is it. But it's
I don't
also
even
got
have
the
to
cliffs
check
as well.
Twitter.
It's
I
got
knew.
the
I know it
mountains. Like,
just
this is
exploded.
Such a big update, and I'm so excited.
Twitter probably
How
just
are you
crashed.
feeling, Agnes? Great. Like, no, it's so good. So we have been working on this update for quite long, and we're like, we can't wait to tell everyone.
They actually did it.
And it feels
We're actually getting our first live look
If
at
you
some
could see my
reactions.
face right now, oh my lord.
Okay, that's very cute.
So cute.
Those
Wow.
mobs are very, very excited.
I am genuinely
This year
shocked.
we asked some of our communities to submit questions that we'll answer across the show. This first question definitely feels like something everyone wants to know.
I'm actually
Mi
in shock.
pregunta es, ¿por qué se han tardado tanto en actualizar las cuevas y cuándo llegarán? En verdad que hemos estado pidiendo esto por muchísimo tiempo.
Why has it taken so long? Like Brandon, I've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
The meme is
so
real now.
Since this update really is the update, like we have been dreaming about it for so long, so it felt so important for us to do it right. Like we don't want to rush it, but now we feel it's the right time. Like we have spent the time we need to really like understand the vision we have for the update, and also to make sure that we understand what the community actually wants. And we've also like planned around
sure
it
that,
to make
like,
sure that we really can work
you know,
together with the
IDX or whatever,
community
the guy,
to
like
make
the
this
cave
an
update
like,
guy.
as epic update as possible.
He's like jumping up and
we have
down right
also
now, I
hired
bet.
some new amazing developers to the team.
And you're one of the amazing developers, Brandon.
Yeah, I joined this year in January, and I actually came from the community. I used to do modding
Are they
for
gonna
10
say
years.
anything about the
One of the
update
first mods I
yet?
work on was the Aether, which is like a dimension that
Or are they
added
just
Sky
gonna, like,
Islands
say
and
things
stuff.
throughout
And
the show?
yeah, I'm just so happy to be here and work on an update this epic.
I'm so happy to have you.
That
We
is
have another
nuts.
creator question.
I can't believe they went and did it.
Hi, I'm the Pink Diamond Diva, and this is my question. Are you making the caves more advanced for older players so they can mine deep, or are you making them more accessible and easy to navigate for newer players?
Such a great question.
Yeah, I mean, with this update, we're making sure that we can have as much variation as possible within the actual caves themselves, but we want to make sure that the old caves are still retained as much as possible to keep that classic feel.
Yeah, and we really also looked into to make sure that we have something for everyone, because you know we have such a huge community, and it's also a very diverse community, and that's such a beautiful thing. So we really want this update to have something for everyone. So actually, we made sure to
I'm
map
actually
all
starting
the
to worry a
features
bit
in the
now.
update to
Just a
different
little
player
bit.
styles to really see that we fulfill that goal.
That's so cool. And you had such
I
a
mean,
big
like,
thought process on how you decide what even
I'm
goes
shocked,
into
right? I'm absolutely
an
shocked.
update
But like
this
now
Yeah,
I'm
we
worried
have
because
spent quite a
what
lot
they
of
say
time on
next
just making sure that
could
we have
either
a
like
like
make or
fundament
break it.
for the update, for example,
for
with
me,
the player
honestly.
style mapping, and we've also worked with design pillars. So the design pillars, they kind of describe the vision of the update.
they gonna show the
so for
update or
example, they
not?
help us when we like
We're all
prioritize
waiting
between
here.
different features, and also when we design each specific feature. And we have 3 pillars for this update. And the first one is actually all about like the spectacular mountains, the snowier snow, and the mischievous goats.
Oh, so
because
they're
at last
they're
year's
combining the
live,
mountain
the
update with
players
it
voted
too.
for these features, and we felt like it's so important to deliver on that promise.
Okay.
So we actually wanted to have it as a pillar.
I am on board with
and
that.
another pillar that we actually integrated into this was adding strategy
Now
to
that they've
mining.
said that,
So of course Minecraft already has plenty of
100%
strategy in
guaranteed
mining, but we
Isologist
wanted to
gonna
see
win
if
the
we
vote.
could push that just a little bit further and add even more
There's no way
mechanics
the
that
Ghost
make it
Kid's gonna
interesting
win
for
after
players
that.
to mine in the caves.
Right there.
Yeah, and the third pillar is to create an underground of marvel for the players. And that pillar is a lot about like adding variation to the underground and like contrasts and like inspire players to like craft their own underground adventures and build underground. And one thing we have done to like fulfill this pillar is that we have added new cave biomes. And one
Cave
of them
biomes,
is the lush
baby.
caves.
All right. Oh. Hello? Okay. Oh, look at all the plants. Ooh. Those they made the weeping vines from the Nether like green.
It's so beautiful.
Like
it
an actual green variant.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to
That's-
make sure that, of course, in Minecraft, all the original caves, you know, they're pretty much the
Like
same.
that
There's
alone-
not
just
much
the
variation
plants
in terms
alone
of
from that
vegetation or different features
is gonna
inside
change,
of it.
like,
So for this, we wanted
so
something
much.
which is a bit more like light and lush and actually has vegetation. And I mean, I think it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous. What was the
That was
inspiration
that's pretty
behind it?
cool.
So
If they're
we were thinking
taking
about,
this
okay,
approach
how
to
should it
things,
feel when you are in a
I
lush
am
cave?
100% on
And we
board.
wanted to be like, so you feel like very tiny inside like a big garden or big forest. So like when you look up,
I'm
it's
not-
actually like vegetation
okay.
above you.
I'm
it's
gonna
vegetation
reach a
around
bit
you.
here.
And one source of inspiration
I
we
predict
had is
that
actually a Swedish
maybe
painter called Jon Bauer.
they're gonna
'Cause
announce
in his
another
paintings, it's
ore,
always,
like
or
netherite.
often at least, like a tiny character.
I
and
mean,
then
they've already
it's
done
like
netherite,
huge
so like
forest,
it
and you
wouldn't
see,
be
like,
that
the
big of
bottom
a
of the
stretch for
trees
them to
because
add
the
like another
vegetation is
crazy
so big
like
compared to the character.
ore
And you're
thing.
adding so many new
Or like an
plants
upgrade.
in the lush caves.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw, but there was this new tree that was actually above on the overworld, and this is called an azalea tree. So it's a
Whoa.
unique type of tree that it'll be easy to spot for players.
trees as
And
well.
if you actually find this and start going down its roots, you will find a lush cave there. So this is another part of adding strategy to mining,
That
where you know there are
is
certain
awesome,
landmarks which will
actually.
allow you to understand what you're doing in the game.
That's cool. And another one of the new
I'm sorry,
blocks is a block called
landscaping's
Spore
my
Blossom.
thing.
And it's that you maybe saw it in the video. It's a big
This is
pink flower.
literally
that you
this is
find
just
in the
my
roof of the lush cave.
that
and
alone
it will drip particles
is my
from that
update.
flower, but it will also actually feel like a big volume around it with particles. So it's similar to the particles that we added to the nether biomes in the nether update. But the cool thing here is that you can move the flower if you want to and get these particles anywhere you want in your world. So you can actually be very creative with that.
That's so awesome. And the lush caves have a real glow to them from one of the plants.
Yes. So there are vines in the lush caves, and they have glow berries on them, and these are actually a light source. And you can also pick
no
them
way.
and eat them if you want to.
Nice.
Yes. And another plant we actually have is the drip leaf plant. And you
I'm
can
sorry,
actually
I'm
see
just, like,
that they can kind of grow
completely
from like water
in
or
shock right
anywhere
now.
else. And they grow quite tall, but they have like a little plant on the top that you can
Oh
actually
God,
hop
those
onto.
flowers.
So the idea of the mechanic behind it is that the
I
leaf
want to
will
use
actually
all of those
tilt
blocks
down
right now.
when you stand on it too long. So this will actually make
Wow.
you fall through. However, after a few seconds, it'll come back up. So it's kind of this like platforming block
Oh,
that
that's
allows
interesting.
you to just, you know, continue platforming over and over again, which I hope is really exciting for, you know, content creators making maps.
Yeah, you can build like your own platforming levels, and then they will repair themselves. That's kind of neat.
It's so beautiful in there. And there's actually
That's
a
gonna be a
mob
thing
coming to the lush
like
caves.
good for mini games.
Yes, there is.
Like in
But we will
survival.
actually not tell you about this mob now.
It's a bit weird,
because
but
in
like
the end of the show, we will show even more features coming to the Caves and Cliffs update, and then we're gonna show that mob.
This is the first time we have so much that we're actually splitting the update section into two at the beginning and
They're
towards the end
splitting
of the show.
Ugh.
It's amazing.
That's actually kind of a shame.
Exciting.
You've also worked on improving the cave generation.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you can
Okay.
see here, I mean, this is drastically different to what caves used to look like. And there's definitely still the old style of caves, but we wanted to make sure that there was much more variety in the sort of caves and the shapes and the sizes you could get. And even here, you can see that there's some water underground.
That's
Yes.
really cool.
So we
That
actually
is
added
really
something we
cool.
call local
I have a
water
feeling it
levels.
might make mining
So in one cave
a
you can
complete,
might find like a
like
cave
strip
lake,
mining,
and another cave
a
might not
complete
have that
pain
one.
though.
And this also means that we get naturally generated waterfalls, which is so pretty. And it also kind of gives like new ways to traverse the underground.
That's a bit nutty.
We can actually go cave rafting.
Yeah, so you'll see in a bit that,
Does that mean,
our
like,
player here will actually
diamonds
use a
are gonna
boat
be
to
easier?
raft.
Just
And that is
because,
just
like,
such
all
an
this
exciting
area is
opportunity to be able to traverse the caves in a very different way than you used to.
Yeah, we were playtesting, and then one of the devs like,
This reminds
"Look
me
at
of
this,
like
it's so
alpha,
fun," and all
like
of us just started
old
to go with the
Minecraft
boat on the
alpha
waterfall.
terrain, but it's like
a lot of fun.
underground.
So another thing to note here is that you could see that a lot of the ores were actually glowing. This is just for preview purposes. Ores aren't going to glow now. It's just that the caves tend to be quite dark, and we want to make sure that players can see the shapes of the cave.
Now,
I'm liking
will
this so
that
far.
only be for the
I'm
like
liking this so
normal
far.
caves, or will this
I just
run
have
across
like a
all
lot
of the new
of
cave
questions.
Yeah, so the really cool thing is that like the new cave shapes and sizes is completely independent from the new biomes. So that means that we have so much variation. Because for example, a lush cave can, for example, generate, in a super narrow tunnel, but it can also generate in like a huge cavern, and that creates completely different atmospheres, but it's still the same biome. So we're really gonna have lots of variation underground now.
You've been calling two of the different cave types spaghetti and Swiss cheese? Like that's how varied the caves could be?
Yes, I mean, there are so many different variables of how the variation works, and I mean, it has even more variation than the overworld itself. It's just crazy.
It's a lot. Yeah, some of the caves, for example, have really cool pillars, and some are more like flat, some are tall. Lots of variation.
Very nice. And you have another new cave biome to show us.
Yes, so we
Right.
have the Dripstone Caves biome.
Oh
and whenever I
my
think about the
gosh.
idea of a cave update, the image of stalagmites and stalactites comes into my head. But adding these are pretty difficult. You know, it's a very unique shape that Minecraft isn't really accustomed to.
wow.
But I think the way that the artist put it into Minecraft works quite well. And of course, there's some mechanics surrounding this, so you can see that someone destroyed the block up the top, and so the dripstone fell down. And also, unfortunately for this zombie here, if
wow.
you fall on these dripstones, you will get hurt.
Poor zombie.
There's another interesting mechanic in the dripstone caves.
Yes, so maybe you saw in the video that, like, from the stalactites, you could see that it was like dripping water. So actually, if you put a cauldron under a stalactite, it will fill up with water. So it's renewable water.
And how do you remember which is stalactites and stalagmites?
Well, that's a very good question. It has been very tricky to remember that, but I think I learned. So we actually, it's hold on tight to stalactite. I was going to say the
At
wrong one.
first glance,
So stalactite is in the roof, and stalagmite is on the floor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We've been practicing.
At first glance, the
All of us.
stalactites, they do look a bit odd. I'll admit.
Even.
And you have something
They
really
look like
amazing
they're out of
in this
place.
update for the sort of
little bit.
redstone engineers out there.
Yes, so we've actually been thinking about this redstone block that lives in the deep dark, a new biome at the deepest depths of the world. We're not going to talk about this biome too much today, but we are going to show some of the blocks and maybe later a mob that comes from it. So if we look at the video, we can actually see that it's
What?
basically this growth, and this is called the skulk blocks. And one of the blocks is called the skulk sensor. This is the new redstone block. As you can see, when you place or destroy a block, or if you have footsteps, it'll actually detect the vibrations around and then emit a redstone signal. So this is going to be very
Sounds like
interesting for
entity
redstone
detector.
players. We even have a mechanic around it where you can actually use wool with wool occlusion to essentially prevent signals from being able to get into the skulk sensor. So let's take a look at that now. And as you can see here, I walked next to the sculk
big.
sensor, and it's actually kind of doing an
that's
infinite
massive.
loop where the piston is causing a vibration, and then it's activating the sculk sensor and going over and over again.
That is huge.
But here, I've actually put a wall block in between the piston, which prevents the signal from going to the sculk sensor. This can allow you to even do sort of directional sculk sensors where you can put wall blocks on each side and only
huge.
allow
That
it
is
to
gonna
detect
change
vibrations in front of it.
so much redstone,
And vibrations
dude.
can be so many different things. You know, it can be a snowball hit, it could be
'Cause,
an
like, that's-
arrow, it could be footsteps.
It's like
it
an
could be
everything
blocks, anything.
observer. Like, it's not just for
cool.
blocks and
Yeah.
things. It's literally
And
like
another thing, we actually, well, we had a bit of a happy accident with this because we realized that we get wireless redstone thanks to the sculk sensor.
actually
Yes.
what?
So, and we didn't even plan to add it, but then when we started playtesting, we're like, wait, we got wireless redstone, and that's so exciting. And well, you can
This is
build
just
so
gonna
many cool things
completely
with that. It's
overhaul
gonna be exciting to see what the
redstone.
community will build.
Yeah, you're really looking for community feedback to make sure this like feels great for everyone.
Absolutely. I think because this is such a unique mechanic, we really want to make
That's
sure that we get it
absolutely
right.
crazy,
And, you
dude.
know, we love the redstone community and we want to make sure that we do it right. So any feedback you have, any ideas, send it to us and we will work with you to make this the best block that it can be.
And now we said there's another
a feeling
mob
that's gonna be a
coming
very
later,
weird thing
but
to
I think
learn.
it's time for a new mob coming to the Caves and Cliffs update.
It is, and this is a very scary mob, and it lives in the deepest of the underground, in the deep
I beg
dark.
your pardon.
And this is a very dark place. And the cool thing is that this mob is very well adapted to the environment, so it can't see anything. So it's the first blind mob in Minecraft.
Oh.
And that's very interesting because it gives such interesting mechanics. So instead, it will react to vibrations, just like the sculk sensor block.
What?
So if you aren't very
Earth.
careful when you walk around in the deep dark, you might upset that mob.
Yeah, with this mob, we really wanted to make sure that we kind of recaptured that feeling of the first night of Minecraft. And we can often forget that Minecraft can be a pretty scary game. So we wanted to make sure that we could kind of go back to
Show
that.
the mob
caves can
already.
be scary. They're dark. And all I'm going to say is that when you go into the deep dark, I want to make sure that you're very quiet and watch closely for the warden.
What are those blocks? Oh. What is the music? This is all so foreign. What are those? Are they adding? They're adding candles. Those are candles. What on earth is this? What? 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 It's Shrek. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. Oh my gosh. What is this?
What did we just see?
It's a very different mob.
Yeah, what did we
I'm really
just see?
excited
What
for
was
this because not only is it trying to be scary, it's, we had to keep a balance to it. It was very challenging
Folks,
to
this
design
is
a
gonna
mob like
be
this. Another thing that's really important
this
to
is
note
gonna
is
be
in
the
that video,
nuttiest
I was
update to
wearing
Minecraft
full
ever.
netherite armor, so
I'm calling it right
it's
now. This
very
is just gonna
powerful.
be
You
like
definitely want to
Dangerous
watch
mob.
out. Yeah.
this
Which
is
I think
gonna
also
be
such an
the
interesting
updated
gameplay,
aquatic,
'cause,
village
like,
and pillage
if you
and
want
nether.
to,
Like
you
it's gonna
can
be all
avoid it, but
combined.
then you need to
And
really
it's
be
like
careful,
it's gonna be
like
bigger
sneak
than
all
that.
the time to not make like any kind of movement that it will detect. But that's a lot of fun, and it's like feels scary, but in the good way.
And you wanted to kind of take everyone back to that first night
What
experience with the
even
warden.
did I just watch?
Absolutely. I mean, I had such an amazing experience when I first played Minecraft. Like, it was terrifying listening to zombies underneath my house and in the caves, and hopefully we can bring that back to
Holy
players, but,
smokes.
you know, 10 years later.
Yeah. But that would be just amazing, because you hear so many lovely first night stories. It's such a big thing, and I mean, I'm also very fond of my first night in Minecraft, so we
There were
hope
so
to
many
get
things
that
in that
experience
video.
again.
But you really balance sort of the look of it. It's like it's almost cute, but also
What
really,
did we
really
see in that video?
terrifying.
We saw a new
How did
block.
you decide?
We saw
We
candles.
actually
We saw
worked
like
a lot on like
a
so, like,
structure
how
thing.
does
I don't know if that was like a new
scariness look
structure.
in Minecraft, because we wanted to be very scary, and we didn't want to take away from the scariness, but we felt let's add some derpiness to it. So it's like a mix. So for example, we added the mouth. I love the mouth, and some actually reacted like, oh, it's so cute, which I think it's more scary, but I think we find like the perfect balance.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really has
Amazing.
character.
Yes, definitely. Well, you've been sitting up here. You just announced an update that everyone has been waiting for, and we actually have some tweets that have come in.
Yeah, Twitter is completely just destroyed right now.
Okay, that's
It is-
amazing to see. So much excitement. Oh, even more tweets. So, it's lovely. It's like we
in the
really
same
developed this
week,
game together with the community, and now to
the
see that
same
people are
week,
so happy, that feels so
Steven
good.
Smash.
Yeah, honestly, this is
And
it's
there's
such
a
a
cave
privilege to
update.
work on a game like this and an update like this, and
we
just love this game and we want to make
I'm
the best
completely
update that we
shocked.
can for everyone.
Thank
I don't
you
even
so
know what to
much,
think
Agnes
anymore.
and Brandon. That was a lot of
I
amazing
never thought
new
I'd see
things.
either of
Don't
these
forget that we have another segment full of even more cave updates later on in the show. Now let's head over to our Minecraft Live correspondent, Vubui. I hear he has a first look at something you all voted into the game last year.
Oh, it's just the mountain update.
Hello, Minecrafters of the world. I'm Vubui, and I'm here once again to help all of you at home to choose a mob that will go into Minecraft. But first, we have a message from our good friend Max Brooks, author of our first Minecraft
I'm gonna
novel,
be real
with
with you,
some
chat.
exciting
I'm starting
news.
to reconsider my glow squid.
It's Max
vote.
Brooks, author of Minecraft: The
I-
Island.
because at
Thank
this
you
point,
so
I
much
can
for
practically
embracing
guarantee
my
that the
book.
Iceologers
And I
won,
hope you
and,
enjoy the
like,
sequel, Minecraft: The Mountain, where our character leaves the island and
really
paddles
like
to
that-
a strange snow-covered world. And
Like, I'm
discovers
okay with the
another castle.
Iceologer winning, honestly.
And together,
If
the two of
if
them
this
have
update
to
is going to be
find
just
their
as
way home.
crazy as it is,
Minecraft:
like I have no
The
problem with it. But
coming out in
because I'll be honest,
2021, available
of
for
all the
pre-order
options,
right now.
Moo
And as
Bloom is the
always,
most boring.
Thank you for
for
embracing
this kind of
all
thing.
Minecraft
Like,
books.
you've got this
That
crazy
sounds
update
awesome.
with these caves
Another
and monsters
Minecraft
and what,
novel,
and then
this one's
you
called
have
The
like
Mountain.
cute little Moo
Speaking
Bloom.
of mountains, remember last year's vote? It was a fierce competition.
I don't know,
with
man.
The mountains
like,
won
I'm
after
up in the
2
air now
intense rounds
after
of
seeing
voting.
that.
Well, I have a sneak peek into what your vote is bringing to Minecraft on the cliff side of the Caves and Cliffs update. Goats.
There
They're
it is.
both mischievous and
There
adorable
it is.
at the same time. As you can see, they live on the mountains.
Now we just need to
and if
see
you
the
aren't
snow
careful,
your
they
snow.
might knock you off. They also have excellent jumping skills. We'll also get better mountain generation with spectacular and more
what?
dramatic mountains with height-dependent generation. That means things like tree lines and mountaintops that will be more challenging.
That's not real, is it?
with lots of snow and ice. And
Wha-
speaking of snow, yes, it will be snowier. We will also have a new block called powder snow, which will be a kind
Whoa,
of
whoa,
trap
whoa, whoa,
block.
whoa,
It
slow
looks
down.
similar to snow, but
The
if
picture
you or a mob
of the
walk on
mountain
it,
looked
it will fall
insane.
right through. Now let's talk about
It looks like
this
something
year's
I would
vote.
make,
We
like
have
build.
3 awesome mobs for you to choose from. And to introduce them, we once again have Tiny Agnes and Tiny Jens. Let's see what they have to show.
Yeah, and here's the part of the show where they just go over mob vote again.
Bees and mooblooms are friends, just like we are. Right, Agnes?
I wish I could see that again. That looks
live
absolutely
in the flower
nutty.
forest biome, yellow as sunshine and covered in beautiful flowers. What's not to like about these beautiful bovines?
That looked insane,
We are
dude.
friends, right, Agnes?
Why do we have to record these videos on an actual mountain? They are animated.
The isolager is a new illager that lives on mountain tops. It's a hostile mob that attacks
Yeah,
you
so
with
the
clouds of
isolager
flying
lives
ice.
on
You did
top of
pack
the
the
new
supplies we need to survive the night up here, right,
And-
Jens? Do you ever wish Minecraft's oceans were glowier?
Not me. I always wish for world peace.
Sure you do. Well, wish no
If the
more.
glow,
Meet
if
the
the glow
glow
squid
squid.
dropped something
Wow.
What was I meant to
it'd be
say
worth running
again?
for, but they haven't said anything about
For
it.
Minecraft?
Can't
And another
talk,
thing to think about
must
now too
admire
is
glow.
with the stuff they're showing
Agnes,
is like the lush cave
Jens,
and like the
it's
new
really
glowy items in the game.
distracting.
Like
They're so tiny,
there's gonna be
and they're
a
so
new kind of
susceptible
like
to distraction.
glow aesthetic
Hopefully that won't happen
to be
you.
had.
Now
in
let's
the
go
new
over
update.
how. Hello? Oh, hi, Tiny Agnes. Yeah, no, I'm live right
Poll
now.
open.
Oh,
The poll
okay.
might be open, folks.
Well, you really shouldn't read too many internet comments. But okay, I'll tell him. Okay, bye. Tiny Agnes would like everyone to know that she and Tiny Jens are, in fact, good friends. Okay, where was I? And why do people keep leaving phones around the studio? Now, let's go over how you can be a part of what is likely to be an epic showdown. Don't let this decision be made without your voice. Be ready to cast your votes. First, make sure you have a Twitter account. If you don't, go to twitter.com, sign up for an account, and make sure you're logged in. I'll let you know when the voting starts. Then you'll need to go to the Minecraft Twitter account to find the latest poll. Think carefully, debate with your friends and
yep, I
family,
think the poll's
make a
up.
decision, then click on the mob you want
Nope,
to
I'm
make
wrong.
it into
But
Minecraft.
it's gonna be starting in like a few
There will
minutes,
be
I bet.
2 voting sessions, and I'll let you know when each one begins. For now, just be ready and keep dreaming of victory for your favorite mob.
I don't know. I honestly don't know if I should vote for Isology. No.
My name is Yesenia Cisneros, and I am the gameplay producer for Minecraft Earth. I am so excited to be a part of Minecraft Live this year and
Oh,
to share
goody,
this wonderful
Minecraft
experience
Earth,
with you,
the
our
most
amazing
scuffed
community. It's been so fun
game.
seeing what you've been doing with the game. I've seen lots of creation shared each week, and I wish I were that creative. I mean,
Boo.
wow.
Ooh, we don't
While
like
everyone has been
Minecrafters.
discovering new hobbies, I have been logging in each day to collect a new adventure crystal, which lets me play life-size adventures in augmented reality in various parts of my home.
I do not care.
My dogs are very confused, to say the least. It seems like I'm not the only one who's been going on lots of adventures. We've had more than 5 million adventures played throughout early access. Holy moobloom, that is amazing! I've also been completing season and daily challenges to collect mobs, even more adventure crystals, and exclusive character creator items that can also be used in Bedrock. Sometimes, when the weather is just right in my house, lightning strikes and a new mob is made. Later this month, we have 2 new mobs joining Minecraft Earth, and I hear they're going to make quite a splash. Speaking of mobs, our beloved Moobloom from Minecraft Earth has a chance to be brought into vanilla. How
No,
cool
it
is that?
doesn't.
Now,
Do not vote
I'm not going to tell you
Moobloom,
who you should vote for,
idiots.
but what I am saying is one of these mobs is definitely way more adorable than the rest, so choose wisely. In our last couple releases, you may have noticed that we added slime ball and slime blocks. With that, I'm super excited to let you know that we are adding pistons and sticky pistons to Minecraft Earth. Be on the lookout next week for a content update, and I can't wait to see the awesome creations you make with blocks, items, and now redstone contraptions. Our friends Mumbo Jumbo and Grian recently took a Minecraft Earth
Oh,
road trip
no.
and made their own awesome creations. Let's get a sneak peek at what they discovered.
They've got
Hello
them in
everyone,
this.
my name's Mumbo, this is my friend Grian, and this is my 1974 VW bus.
There's no air conditioning,
Okay.
there's no heating, there's no radio, there's no anti-locking brakes, no power steering.
I've owned it for about 4 years, and to be frankly honest, it's pants. Times were definitely different in the 1970s, so it's ridiculously slow, and it's definitely lacking some of the modern comforts you would usually expect to find in a car these days.
We are embarking on a grand tour of England, going from the south coast up to Wales, and it's going to take us 3 whole days.
I'll be honest, Grian, mate, would you class that as a grand tour?
Well, yes, we have no radio, so it's going to feel a lot longer.
But you see, this isn't a regular road trip in a rubbish old van, this is a Minecraft Earth road trip in a rubbish old van. With Minecraft Earth being a game you can play on the move, we thought we would travel to a bunch of different locations in the UK. Some of them are iconic, some of them just feel very Minecrafty, and some of them are barely linked to Minecraft at all, but we just really wanted to go to them, so we did.
Oh, he took it out on the guy next to him.
We also had a go at integrating Minecraft Earth with real life. Minecraft Earth Frisbee is a bit of a challenge. Sorry. Minecraft Earth Badminton
I
can
mean,
be
when you
quite
see the game
dangerous
like
to
this, it
onlookers.
looks fun, right?
Sorry, Josh.
And
But I
real
can
life
assure you
sandblocks
from
are
playing
alarmingly
Minecraft
difficult to construct.
for like
If
a
I just
week
film this angle-
that it is
There we go,
nowhere
there's
near
our
this
sandblock.
interesting.
All in all, though, the road trip was a huge success and we had a lot of fun. You can expect to see the full-length episodes appearing on our channels very, very
Oh,
soon.
really?
Wow, it looks like Mumbo Jumbo and Grian had quite the Minecraft Earth adventures.
I guess that'll be fun to
At
watch.
Mojang Studios, we've also been making more original content than ever before on our Minecraft YouTube channel. Our goal is to create shows that give you inside knowledge directly from our team. We're even giving away all of our secrets in a new series called How We Make Minecraft, which honestly feels sort of risky. And guess what? We have lots more awesome Minecraft content on the way. Here's a look at what shows you'll find on our channel.
Here's 10 things you didn't know about
Yo to the yo-yo. My name is Jens, I'm here.
Wait, no! Stop!
How can Steve punch cactus without getting hurt?
I know cactus has.
I feel like now is a good time to take a quick break, so I'll be right back.
Everyone just starts panicking.
Please like and subscribe. I've always wanted to say that. But really, you should. It's good stuff. In 2017, you voted for the terror that is the Phantom, and I personally have not forgiven you for that. In 2018, the Taiga won your vote with fantastic foxes. Last year, it was the mountains with our soon-to-be friends, the goats. What will you, the Minecraft community, do this year? Let's review our choices once more. I was inspired by some of the amazing handcrafted things I've seen made by our community over the years. So I decided to make my own versions of our 3 mob choices. Hi, babies. For illustrative purposes. I think I did a pretty great job. Took me 3 months each. Anyway, all the way from Minecraft Dungeons, we have the Iceologer. They make clouds of ice that smash down on whomever they are attacking. Not quite
I'll
as
be honest,
chill as they look. From
I'm
Minecraft
still not
Earth,
a
we
fan
have
of
the
voting a hostile mob, but like,
Moo
come
Bloom.
on.
I hear they may come with a new flower, the Buttercup, and I'm pretty sure they'll be best pals with bees. Also from Minecraft Earth,
I think this
the
is what
Glow Squid.
Mojang honestly wanted.
As the tiny trio will
'Cause they-
surely attest,
of the 3,
they sure are distracting to look at.
like,
The first voting
the
poll is
Iceology
now
is definitely
live
the most
on the
fleshed
Minecraft
out.
Twitter account. Make sure you're logged
And
in,
I wouldn't,
go to the
and
poll
to be
right
perfectly
now,
honest, I would
and
not
click the
have
mob you want
that
to
much
win.
of a quarrel
We'll
voting
check
it at
back
this
in
point.
before we start the second and final poll.
The one thing I'm sure
Now,
of is I do not want
I'd
the Moo
like to
Bloom to win.
welcome
The
Lava
Moo Bloom
to
is
my
boring.
desk to talk about the dungeoniest Minecraft game ever, Minecraft
I
Dungeons.
want it to come down to
Hello,
Glow
Laura.
Squid. Nice
Hi, thanks for having me.
Very excited that you're here.
Nice.
So, what do you do at Mojang Studios?
I am a game designer, which means I am the one that gets to decide how difficult the bosses are. So I'm sorry about that one. You can blame me for that.
I think people will blame you for that.
That's okay.
While I have you here on the stage, which mob are you voting for?
I think if I don't say I am voting for the Isolager, my team will kill me. So, but it's
Yeah,
an amazing
they
mob.
want the
It brings
Isolager
a lot
to
of
win.
fun to Dungeons, and I think it will
They
bring
want
a
the
lot of fun
Isolager
to
to win.
Minecraft
And
as well.
Okay. I figured you
if
would say
that's
that,
the
but I
route they're
had to
taking
ask.
with it, I'd feel more
So tell
comfortable
me
voting
about
for
the
an
launch
Isolager,
of Dungeons
honestly.
this year.
Oh wow, that was quite the ride.
'Cause it
was
seems like
such a
they have,
crazy
like,
launch. I don't think anybody
more
in
of
the
an
team
idea
expected to
for 'em.
ever release a game from home. So we were all sitting in this like massive Teams call and like sharing streams with each other and sharing videos and comments from players, and it was very good. It was fun in a different way.
What would you say was your favorite thing from the release?
I think it was how people came together to play the game. It was very fun to see parents like show their children dungeon crawlers and children show their parents Minecraft. I don't know, it was very nice to see everyone just sit together and play and enjoy.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look at what the community has done with what's come out so far.
Yeah.
Cannot actually believe that we like got close to the end and it was like, nope. Well,
I've not played that much of Minecraft Dungeons. I mean, I played it.
Oh yeah,
Thought it was okay. It's an alright game. It's not a...
So the
I
Village
don't think
Merchant,
I'd ever
a really cool
play it
merchant,
again.
simple, straightforward items, and definitely a nice addition to the game. A good replacement for the Wandering Trader.
cursor on screen. I'm
Now let's
sorry
go
about
check
that.
in with our friend the Blacksmith here. This is definitely something that I'm looking forward to because this is one of the coolest things that has possibly come to the game.
Oh, tem que matar o maguinho. Ai, morri. Galera, me ajuda.
Calma aí, vou te ressuscitar. Calma aí, eu vou dar cover aqui.
Que isso, Davizinho já tá me ressuscitando.
I want to see more cave updates
Oh
stuff.
boy. Alright. I see what's going on here.
They captivated me there, honestly. They could have made this entire show just them talking about the cave update, and I would have been fine with that.
Nu jäklar ska ni få spö.
Stop killing the pandas, you monster! Stop killing the pandas!
Oh, we have to save
Wait,
villagers.
our villager's right there. You are free, villager.
You must find the caravan
Yes,
of
found.
other villagers. Ooh, I got invisibility
Ooh,
potion.
potion.
What is that?
와, 맵 엄청 많이 생겼네 이번에. 자, 크리퍼까지 깼고 늪지, 목장, 협곡, 레드스톤 광산? 여기 거의 끝판대장급 아니야?
Holy Looks like we're getting back into the pre-show, boys.
Right. Yeah. I put my
Dude, oh, look! There's a pig.
What
Kill the pig! Get the pig!
Oh no!
Red!
No! Oh god!
That looks so fun.
Yeah, it's so cool to see people have fun with the game.
And it's fun to play and watch.
Yes, I hope so at least.
But this week, you also had another launch.
Oh, this month it's been a crazy month. Like we haven't stopped doing things, I feel. We released first the Creeping Winter together with our new merchants and the new daily trials, which was awesome. I hope everyone loved it. We launched for xCloud, so now people can play on mobile, which is so fun. I really like that. And this week we just launched in China, so now we get to welcome our Chinese friends to the community.
And now we get
I am
more
super happy about that.
money.
That's really exciting. Well, now we have a question from the community for you.
Right.
ということで私から質問です。マインクラフトダンジョンズをリリースされてから開発者が想定していなかったファンの反応やゲームの仕様などありましたでしょうか。またマインクラフトダンジョンズの今後について教えてください。今後どのようなコンテンツがリリースされるのでしょうか。ぜひ教えてください。よろしくお願いします。
Okay, he kind of snuck two questions
I
into
like
that.
Yes, but they were great questions, and thank you for sending them. Regarding the first question, I think we were very excited to see how fast people found the secret mushroom level. Like, I was very confused about it as well, because we had worked very hard on making it very secretive and having little snippets of things everywhere, but players are so smart, they found it so fast. So if you haven't played the mushroom level, go check it out, because it's very fun.
And the second question?
Right. So that's what we are here to talk about today. We're going to talk about our upcoming DLC that we prepared with our friends at Double 11, and that's called the Howling Peaks. So we're going to the mountains with dungeons as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a look at some live gameplay?
Yeah, let's check it out. We are very lucky today that we have 4 members of the
She looks
Dungeons
bored.
team with us.
She looks so
Here's
bored.
Mariana at the Nintendo Switch. Hello. Here's Chris at the PC. Here's David at the PlayStation 4. And at the Xbox One, we have Annika. So we get to show you here for the first time cross-play, which we're very excited about. So people can play together from everywhere.
That's exciting.
And yeah, that's our first look at the mountains biome coming to Dungeons.
Already I see a goat right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were so happy. We asked the Minecraft team if we could bring goats to Dungeons, and they said yes. So we get to release them a bit first in Dungeons, so we're super excited about that. They're equally as mischievous. Yes.
So I see a lot of wind coming out of these grates.
Yes. Wind is a mechanic that we're going to explore a lot in the mountains missions. And the players will be both challenged by it and will be able to use it. So the wind will push the player, so you need to be a bit careful, but at the same time you'll be able to use it to solve puzzles, push items, and open doors and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's awesome. What is this we're looking at?
Right, so yeah, our mountains biomes are so tall that the player will need to find new ways to traverse the levels. So that's a mountain lift, and there's gonna be full of like these little contraptions all around.
That seems like a really fun new mechanic.
Yes. Yeah, the goats are all around, and you need to be careful with them.
Yeah, I saw them attack.
Yes, they're really gonna push you out of the edge if you're not too careful.
So leave the goats alone.
Yes, leave the goats alone. That's very important. And as you'll see in a bit,
I didn't see
the
in the,
iceologers that
when
you
they,
can
like,
find
announced
in
the
this
goats that,
mission
like, they were,
and in all the mountains missions
like,
are very
punching a
ready for the
cow
weather.
off the
So
cliff,
they
like,
are
petting a
wearing
cow
their
off
little
the cliff.
cozy clothes, and they're
I
wind
wonder
resistant,
how it
which
is
means
that
that
they, like, do
while
the
the player will
headbutt,
be
'cause,
challenged
like,
by the wind, the iceologers won't.
what are these neat features to try
These
to, like,
are
play
new
around
mobs
with
called the wind
or
callers,
something?
and that's a Ravager coming for the first time to Minecraft Dungeons. That's another Minecraft
surprised
mob
they didn't
that
have
we get to
Ravagers
welcome.
already.
They're quite sturdy.
What do the wind callers do?
Right, the wind callers spawn a draft of wind right under the player, and they push the player up, so the player gets fall damage.
Okay.
It's very important to deal with them quick or run away, because they're gonna be painful to combat otherwise.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job against these wind callers.
Yes, our adventurers are strong.
Okay,
Ooh.
then you're at 3 Ravagers.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But so far, I can see that all the consoles are working very neatly together. We're super happy about that. It's been progressing very nicely, and we hope everyone can soon play together. Oh, that was an iceologer. I wanted to say, like, that's my favorite mob, but you know, it
But
went
it
too
didn't stay
fast.
around too long.
Yes.
All right, we're leading up to this big Ravager battle.
Yes. But I think we can let our adventurers deal with the Ravagers.
Not very well.
No. Yeah.
So, with all of this, you also have a new game mode coming.
It's cool.
Yeah,
It's,
the
I don't
game
play
mode is coming
dungeons.
very, very soon, and it's going to be for
I
all
can't
the
make that
players
call.
for free, and that's called
If you play
Apocalypse
dungeons,
Plus.
good for you.
Which means that we're making the game just, you know,
Good that
harder a bit
you
at a
have
time.
that, I suppose.
Yeah.
When you
we're
call
excited.
something Apocalypse, it sounds very hard.
Yeah, and Apocalypse Plus means that it gets even harder. So hopefully players get to find new challenges, and we found different ways to tweak the balance so the challenge is different every time.
But, okay, that's a lot of stuff. You're working
I
on
don't
even
know-
more new things for
I don't know
Dungeons.
whether it's actually
We're
this way or
working
not, and
on a
anyone who
ton
actually
of
plays
stuff. I feel
dungeons
we've
can
been so
probably tell me
busy. It's
otherwise.
crazy.
But it seems
yeah,
like
we have today
Mojang is in
a
a
little video with a
constant
lot of
struggle
work in
to keep
progress.
dungeons
Work in
alive.
progress, though.
Very working.
Just
Yes.
from like the
But
impression.
yeah, I think
that's
we
just the
should
impression I
look
get
at the
from
video.
like when
Wait,
they
that's my
announce
line.
things.
I'm sorry.
I don't know whether that's the case or not, but it feels like they didn't like finish their game when they released it. You know? Ooh. Although it's cool that they're gonna add the Nether update. If that's something they're doing. I mean, that looks fun. Okay, visually. at the very least. And update aquatic. Huh. I think they're just kind of catching the game up here a bit. Is there an Ender Dragon fight? Dungeons now. Speedrunning Minecraft dungeons.
One of my favorite things we do at Mojang Studios is Minecraft Education Edition. Students around the world are able to learn in exciting and interactive ways using the game as a learning-based platform. Students and teachers in 115 countries around the world are able to collaborate, learn, and share together. Minecraft has always been a way to connect people, and we've seen that now more than ever with Minecraft Education Edition being used in remote learning. When you're in the game, you don't have to feel so far away from your classmates. From creating graduation ceremonies in Japan, to creating first day orientations for American universities, to teachers doing virtual meetups. We've seen students and teachers using the game in incredible ways. Today, we're launching our first ever Minecraft Education Edition Global Challenge for students around the world to build a better world with us.
Over the past few months, we've seen wildlife roam through cities while humans stayed inside. Without cruise ships and ferries around, dolphins visited the port of Cagliari in Sardinia, Italy, and wild boar roamed the streets of Barcelona. But what if animals could share space with humans all the time? Today, we're kicking off the first ever Minecraft Education Global Build Championship and asking students around the world to design and build healthy spaces for humans and animals to coexist together. What will you build?
Hey, I'm Ayana. I'm a developer in the Minecraft team. If I were to participate in the Global Build Challenge, I'd build a series of underwater tubes so we could transport things without disturbing the aquatic life.
Hello everyone, I'm OMG Chad, and if I were to design a build for the Global Championship, I would make a house with a habitat for my cats on top, and I would call it a habitat.
どうもこんにちは、カーボンです。僕だったら日本っぽい建築で勝負したい。
Hola, nosotros somos los hermanos Leo y si estuviéramos participando en la dinámica mundial de Minecraft construiríamos unas viviendas camufladas con la vegetación del entorno para que los animales no se espanten. ¡Participa!
Design and build your own solution in Minecraft Education Edition. For the chance to win mine coins, awesome Minecraft
coins,
and a video chat with Mojang Studios. The championship
Give me those
opens
mine
today.
coins, baby.
You can register today and download the Championship World template.
I'm registering.
We can't wait to see your amazing ideas, and Jens and I can't wait to see the winner on video chat. We get the awesome prize of chatting with you no matter who wins. For those of you who don't have Education Edition, we have something for you too. Our education team has already added amazing free lessons to Minecraft Marketplace. We've also been working with some amazing educators on a new series about diversity and inclusion coming this fall.
Hi, Minecraft Live. I'm Kenneth Shelton, and along with my fellow educators, Felisa Ford and Natasha Rochelle, we've been building a series of Minecraft lessons that will help people explore topics of social justice, equity, identity, and tolerance. The first of these lessons is called Good Trouble, and it's based on the life and philosophy of Congressman and civil rights activist John Lewis. The additional lessons continue teaching about social justice from across the world and through time, from Black Lives Matter to Malala's quest in Pakistan to achieve equal education for girls, to the civil rights movement of 1960s America, to the women's suffragette movement, and more. We can't wait to share these important lessons with the Minecraft community.
I'm looking forward to playing through the Good Trouble lessons myself. Together with the Minecraft community, we commemorated Juneteenth with contributions to the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, Equal Justice Initiative, and the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. We're proud to continue supporting organizations that fight for equity and equality in the world by making an additional donation today to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. This brings our 2020 contributions to over $2 million. Beyond this, we continue to look within our company, our products, and ourselves for how we can help create a more inclusive world.
Oh, just a new segment.
Now it's time for a brand new segment of our show.
Okay.
You may have missed our next guest during the Minecraft update segment, but not to worry. You're about to get some dedicated time with the one and only Jeb. Hello.
Hello. Thank you very much.
It was very different not having you in the Minecraft update section.
Yes, yes, it's a little bit different this year since we always want the ones that are actually working on the features of the games to be the ones to get to talk about them, because we feel that it gets more genuine in that way.
So what are you working on then?
Yeah, that's a good question. No, of course, I still spend a lot of time with Vanilla and Agnes and the team. But I now work with all our products, all our games, and like the board games, and try to support our developers and designers to capture the Minecraft feeling and make them fit together. But honestly, everyone is so talented, so it's actually quite an easy job. But to help everyone, both in Stockholm and in Redmond, I wrote a book, a Minecraft game design book.
Are you trying to sell that to everyone in the audience watching?
No, this is only for Mojang Studios employees. It contains a lot of secrets. But it was helpful when the team grew to kind of explain my thoughts and ideas about Minecraft. And for Vanilla in particular, there are some guiding principles that are going to help us continue updating the game for many years to come.
But you did decide to share some today, so people can kind of see what's in the Jeb game design book.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna vote Glow Squid for this first poll.
One of these guiding principles is
I want it to
maybe sounds obvious, but that is
so far by the looks of
always
things,
one block at a time.
4 minutes left. Moo Bloom.
You place one block, you remove one block, you pull one lever, and you trigger one TNT. Of course, that causes a big explosion. But at the core, the interaction is always one block at a time, and it's not only important for the way you play the game, but it's also if you're playing together with someone. Let's say you're building a house or something, then I will be able to observe what you're doing and quickly understand where you're going, and then I can help you, and every block counts. If you would just copy paste or make templates and such, then it would be a little bit harder to collaborate. And also Minecraft is a lot about the journey to create your massive castle or whatever. But so it's important to we retain that feeling.
And you have another principle, but it applies pretty directly to a community question that we have.
你会加入更多天气或者自然灾害到我的世界中吗？像是暴风雪或者是大雾天气。
Natural disasters.
我的世界的中国玩家大家好，感谢你的提问。
So speaking.
Wow, yes.
Yes. The Chinese community inspired me to try to take on a new language, but I have a long way to go, honestly. But about the question, if we're going to add things like natural disasters, that kind of contradicts one of our other guiding principles, that bad things happen, but they're technically the player's fault.
Okay, they're the player's fault.
Yes, in the sense that it was either caused by a player, like a griefer or summoning in the wither, or a player was nearby, such as when a creeper explodes.
Falling into the void
so
after
whenever something bad happens, we want to make sure that the players are
dying with all of your netherite
either
gear
actively taking part of that,
and having to
or have
grind
a
for
way
hours
to
to get
prevent
it
it from happening.
Yeah, that's my
and
fault
an earthquake
too.
or a tornado would obviously destroy something that you've spent hours building.
I'm just salty.
But there's definitely a few I can think of that maybe fall outside of this principle.
There are still a few cases, like Endermen can grab a block and maybe wreck up some redstone, or you can have an unlucky wolf running into your sheep garden. But there's also, the worst thing is of course lightning strikes that can set your whole house on fire. But I'm hoping that Agnes and the team may have a planned for that.
Exciting. So what's the last feature you were active in developing?
Yes, the last feature I did was the netherite feature. I thought that was a very important part of the nether update that I wanted to help where I can.
I'll be honest, but a year ago when they announced netherite,
since I'm working with so many different projects now, I don't want to do something halfways and then kind of leave it to the team to fix my bugs.
And now that we have it though,
so I try to be a little bit hands-on.
I was wrong. And I feel like it's that
recently
way for a lot
I've
of updates, right, when they announce it.
Also been working a
So
little
like
bit
the
on
first little
making
bit where you hear about it and you play
test
it.
snapshots.
It's like
that leads us to another
it
community
feels
question.
modded. It feels modded.
Hey, I'm Dan TDM, and I would love to know what kind of combat mechanic changes are being made to Minecraft Java Edition.
Yeah, that's right. Combat changes.
Yes, and that's an excellent question. We currently have a problem that on the 2 different editions of the game there are different combat mechanics or combat systems, and that's bad both for us as designers that have to take both systems into account, but also bad for the community that wants to have the same experience. So the main objective is to reach parity, but I still want to make sure that we make a system that is kind of fits with the building and that doesn't distract too much from building, but still gives us this depth that allows us to design interesting behaviors. Also, I want to make sure that it works good in both player versus environment. That means adventuring and players versus player. And I want to make sure that it feels good playing both with mouse and keyboard. And when you're on a controller, you don't get tired by frequently pressing the trigger. And we also want to improve touch, like the touch experience. So it's a lot to do.
So long as we don't get the
but like you said you weren't working on feature development, but then you are working on combat.
Yes, I mean, of course, it's a little bit
long as we don't get
hard to keep your hand out of the feature cookie jar. But in this case, I also felt that this was an area where I could help the team, so they could focus on doing the content updates. But at some point in the future, I will, of course, dump this on the team.
Okay, so exactly what you said you don't want to do.
Yes, and they will have to carry it over the finish line. Yes.
Nice. Now, speaking of combat, we just had a really cool announcement about Alex and Steve coming to Super Smash Brothers.
Yes,
and that is so amazing. And just like I said, like, my job gets easier because everyone's so talented. And just in this case, Sakurai-san and his team they really understand Minecraft and have made an absolutely amazing
you know how long people have been
Super Smash Brothers fighter.
And Sakurai has also made a really amazing video for all of us in the community.
マインクラフトライブをご覧の皆さん、大乱闘スマッシュブラザーズディレクター空の桜井正宏です。スマブラにマインクラフトのダウンロードコンテンツが導入されます。スティーブやアレックスが参戦することが決定し、マインクラフトライブ前特別放送をお届けしたのですが、見ていただけたでしょうか。もしまだの方はぜひご覧ください。スマブラであることを忘れるぐらい、マインクラフトのスピンオフとしても相当にすごい踏み込んだ表現を行っています。発売までもう少しだけお時間いただきます。スティーブがマリオと戦う、アレックスがピカチュウと戦う、ゾンビやエンダーマンをアクションゲームで操作できる、リンクやカービィやソニックやロックマンやクラウドやリュウなど有名キャラクターとの共演が楽しめます。そして私も、マインクラフトファンの一人です。マインクラフトライブでの発表を楽しみにしています。それでは。
That was a really big secret to keep.
Yes, and it was a really hard secret to keep even in the studio because it was super secret. But it has been so much fun to work on.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the community reaction.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna switch gears here. You have a sort of famous saying within the office, which is the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. And why do you think that?
Yeah, I suppose the quote has kind of gotten a life of its own.
It definitely has.
But yes, I think Minecraft unleashes people's creativity and helps them collaborate, but also teaches them things like geometry, languages, and maths. So yes, I do think that the world would be a better place if everyone played Minecraft. But I know that you also are very engaged in building a better world.
You're interviewing me now, Jens. Thanks. I mean, I think I feel so privileged to work on Minecraft because of all the amazing things that people do with it, from Education Edition, and something I'm extremely passionate about is Block by Block, which is our partnership with UN Habitat, and it's really helping people reimagine their public space and then have it built.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I love this place. It's such a nice area, but it has not always been like this.
Well, before, the area felt very cold and unsafe. Basically, it was just an
Minecraft
abandoned
officially
place.
recognizes the
Block
country
by
of
Block is a
Kosovo.
program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use
Serbians
Minecraft to help
in
community
chat,
members
of
redesign
which
their
there
neighborhoods.
likely are
Kosovo
none.
has been impacted by years of conflict, and in those situations, we often see communities divided and public spaces neglected.
It was a really cool project because even the little kids like me could help out with make the city a better place.
They got to use Minecraft to sketch and try different solutions about how the space could be improved.
It was very fun because you felt like to be able to help the city while just playing.
After that, the ideas were presented to local
quite a
architects and
while
city
in now.
planners, and later that year, construction started.
And yeah, I don't think my earlier prediction of Dream being in live will.
It's been
come true.
5 years since we participated in the
I still
program.
could be right.
and,
We still have quite a
the
while to go
street
here,
since
but like,
then has become more developed
starting
and
to
is
doubt
now
a bit.
more frequented than before.
it seems
It
like a
seemed
thing they
kind of
definitely want
unbelievable
to
that this was
cover.
made with Minecraft. So
as
seeing
part of
my
this
own idea
is
as a
the,
kid, changing a whole area in
Build
my
the
city,
Earth
it was
project?
very special to me.
That crazy thing. That
It's
those
unbelievable that
builders
we
are
were
doing.
able to
I
make
forget
reality what was once
they're
only an
called.
idea in our computer screen.
Like where they're
Finally,
creating the
decision
one-to-one
makers
model
have
of
changed
Earth.
their perspective because maybe they
I mean,
realize
I
that
think
we can
that's
make
like
a change.
worth
In a
a shout out
democracy,
here,
you want the
honestly.
people who
I
live
wouldn't be
in that
surprised if
community
it's already
to
in the
be
show,
asked about
actually.
what's going to happen in that community. So this is a perfect example. The community was asked, the community decided, the community designed, and the community is using it.
I'm probably gonna be like really happy and be like, hey friends, I made this. I walk here almost every day, and every time I see it and I see a lot of people spending time here, it's a very gratifying feeling.
I just hope it will become real as soon as possible. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
I came up with a skate park idea and some trees surrounding the park.
It is possible to change the world and make your dreams come true.
Cool. Cool.
It felt like I was being heard, and being heard and listened to is one of the best feelings that you can feel.
I always think this kind of stuff is really neat, where like they designed something in real, like they designed an actual
I
thing
actually was
using
able to
Minecraft.
go to Kosovo at the start of that project, and it's just amazing to see the
Like, of course, there's a bit more
transformation
to it than
using
that,
Minecraft.
obviously, but like,
Yeah, it's
see that
amazing. It's
Jens, you must have seen a lot of amazing things because you're about to hit your 10-year anniversary at Mojang Studios in like 2 or 3 months.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey these 10 years, and I have had so much fun working on Minecraft. But of course, I'm also a Minecraft player, and we're all like with the community. And in the end, it's really the players and the community that gives everything its purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. And from myself as part of the community, I just want to say, like, thank you for the 10 years and all that you've done for Minecraft. It's made a huge difference in my life, and I
poll
think
is down
many
now
people
for
watching right now.
for the
Thank
first
you.
mob vote.
Thank you so much, Jens. Last year at Live, we announced the Nether update.
I have a feeling.
Maybe since then you've been wondering about what it would be like to attend a Nether ballet. Wonder no more. Our friends at Element Animation will dance us through all the new Nether features.
Oh, they got Element Animation here. I thought they were gonna. Well, I think last year they did like the villager news bit for the show. I thought that was kind of funny. This is probably the vote results.
The results of the first round of voting are in. The round which determined which mob's dreams would be dashed, with no hope of making it into the final round. And it was intense. But sadly, let's all say a fond farewell to the poor Moo Bloom. Then forget it ever existed, because it's time to vote again. We are now down to the Isolager and the Glow
Bloom is
Squid.
gone.
And in the first round, they were quite close. I'm quite interested to see where the voters of the Moo Bloom will go. If you missed the first round of voting, make sure you get in
It's a
on
tough
this
call.
one.
The
It determines
I've been
which
saying
one of these two makes
the whole
it into
show now
Minecraft.
that the Iceology
I
is
know
more
who I'll be
fleshed
voting
out,
for.
and I should probably vote for
The
it.
final voting poll is live
Since
now.
it's
This
like
is your chance to have a say in what goes into
better
Minecraft.
one.
So don't leave yourself out. Log into Twitter and go vote.
But you know, I called Glow Squid earlier. I still think if it was like done the right way, it'd be cool.
Hello, I'm
I
Quinn,
just wish
head of the
they'd like
Marketplace
put
Partner
more
Program,
information.
and I'm
in these
joined by
kinds of
two
buying
of my
votes,
favorite
right?
people.
Because
How would you
like
guys
they're
introduce
not
yourselves?
even buying votes, just the
Hi,
mob votes.
I'm
'Cause, like,
Fanny. I'm a developer on the
in
Creator
past years,
Systems team.
with each, they
And
just
what we
kind
do
of
is
described
create
what was
tools for
going
our
on.
creator community.
But,
and some of them are very visible, and we're going to talk about them later.
They haven't really
some
done that
others
this year.
are more
They did
behind
like
the
little
scenes, and
promotional
that help
videos that
our
didn't
creators
say much
make
about any
content
mob.
that is more
With
efficient
the
and
only
reliable,
exception
like the
being the
schedule command that is
Isology,
coming out soon.
which leads me to believe that
I'm
Mojang
Jason. I'm a
wants that to
developer
be
in the
added.
engine team, and we've been responsible for a lot of the modding type capabilities that have come to
And
Bedrock
like
over the
now
last
that
couple
they've
years.
shown like the cave and
That's super
mountain
cool.
update, right?
So your teams help make
Like,
creator tools
yeah,
for
it
all
would
of our
be, like,
incredible
a cool
marketplace
thing
partners
to
all
mesh
around the
with all
world
of that other
to help make
stuff.
content for you.
Kia ora koutou mā, ko Whete tēnei from Piki Studios here in Aotearoa. A team of
What I
three
will
making
say though
content
is
for the
like
marketplace
on terms
and
of
Minecraft
actual
Education Edition.
potential, I feel like Glow Squid has the most. Like Isology may be the most fleshed out, but like the mob with the most like
and I run a small studio based in
things
California.
going for it, I
We
guess,
create lots of marketplace
would probably
content,
be
and
the Glow
I've been
Squid.
making tutorials for the last 7 years to teach others how to make their own Minecraft skins.
Magandang umaga, Minecraft Live. My name is Mark from Kubo Studios, and we are 15 working here in the Philippines.
If Glow Squids were in the water in the caves,
I'm
that'd be
Tian
cool.
from Evergreen
That's a
Games,
good
and we are
point,
38
actually. I
people
didn't think
working here
about
in
that.
England.
Because, and I was saying a little bit earlier, like with some of the glowing aesthetic they have going with some of the new
Hi,
caves now,
Minecraft Live. This is Lizcraft, and we hope
it might be
Minecraft
neat
stuff
to
will
actually have the Glow Squid like go as a part of that. And like, didn't they say as part of the promotional that like the Glow Squids would be part of like deep ocean, dark ocean?
My name is Yasser,
Like
aka
that would
Softgamer
fit the
from
bill
MC
for an
Texels,
ocean
and we are
cave.
super excited about the new
Right?
updates.
é Minecraft Live. Eu sou o Gabriel, diretor da Irim Studios, e a gente tem cerca de 5 participantes na nossa equipe. Somos todos brasileiros.
I'm Vicky, also known as Geeky Pixels from NetherPixel Studios, and I get to spend my days making content and working with awesome people.
Checking Twitter. Oh, there it is. People, go vote. I'm gonna make my final call now. I'm locking in with Glow Squid.
From Minecraft, and we are 20 people working here in Israel.
And so far, I just voted. It is leading by a long shot. Like right now, it is 72 to 28% in favor of the Glow Squid.
So what do you have to show us today? Yeah, so for the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of work with the entities in the game. So this time, we've doubled down and gotten it so that we focused on items and blocks. So as part of that, I made a custom crop to kind of show off a lot of the capabilities. So over the summer, everyone in Mojang Studios was given tomato seeds to try and grow a tomato plant at home. So I thought that was kind of the perfect inspiration to make a crop. So you can interact and place the seeds, use the crops. See, they're kind of growing. We got a couple of them getting to the flower stage. Got a few now that I can actually go pick. So in this case, I've made them work like the sweet berry bush, where you can just right-click on them. But I think tomatoes taste disgusting, so I thought it was better to make them as something you can throw. So Conan and I had some fun. We were throwing them around. It's harmless, or sort of harmless.
Yeah, totally harmless.
Yeah.
You knocked me in the lava.
It was mostly by accident. But tomatoes will actually rot on the vine as well, and if they rot for too long, you get a little rotten tomato monster that can spawn from it.
The Moo Bloom people
fight him off here.
The squid was cuter.
But yeah, he throws a rotten tomatoes.
I honestly think that the Moo
Bloom, they don't
Bloom
fly as far as a regular tomato, but they
I honestly
knock you
think
back
that
a
the
lot
Moo
more.
Bloom was just the most boring of the options.
Kind of based off all this stuff, I think tomatoes maybe aren't the best idea. So I'm gonna get rid of all my plants and never grow them again.
It doesn't really.
I agree with you on this one.
It's not like interesting really. It's like
it's true.
We already have another cow. Like
so with all of these
game.
new custom crops, creators can go and make some really cool kind of like farming style maps.
Oh, definitely. So like I think crops are a great example of showing off how they all can kind of come together, because you get the items that you can get there. Normally you would eat the item, but or you can make projectiles. But they also have the ability to get events that are fired from things like a tick event. So as that event is fired, you can make the block run through multiple stages of growth. I don't know if they're
talking about. I was not paying attention.
Eventually,
I don't know if they're just
you can
talking
choose
about
what loot spawns at various stages of growth and stuff like that.
Features,
yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Like they're actually saying
like a normal berry bush, but then get the tomato out.
Yeah, it's just another it's an interactive event that you can key into.
Yeah, and then there's a tomato monster there at the end too.
Yeah, I call him Tomo.
Little Tom, it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's not even scary, but yeah, it's an example of what you can do with them combining events and commands. That's one of the features that our creators have requested for so long. Just having commands to be able to run them when something happens.
Yeah, like
so
I
now
wasn't
instead
paying
of also
attention for like 5 seconds,
in addition to doing it with actors, you can also do it with blocks and items. In this case, as the flower is rotting, you can disappear that crop and also summon a tomato monster, a Tomo monster.
Yes. Well, that's really cool, because like I can totally see creators like using all of those combinations of features to make some like really cool like adventurous maps.
Yeah. Like for example, the little adventure that we can show you, where we were going to the desert, and then we found this mysterious golden skull, and also an equally mysterious pedestal in the middle of the desert. So we decided to place our golden skull over there and see what happened. And yes, we have a mountain that is hollow. And as the brave warriors that we are, we went exploring, and obviously we found some creepy monsters inside. Luckily, we have our trusty custom sword to fight them off.
Oh, that helps.
I'm not sure if we even survived that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very safe.
No, not at all.
But that pedestal, I know that's one of the most requested features, block models.
Yeah, so I've been super excited that we finally be able to get block models in. It's something we've been wanting to do for years, and we were finally able to work on them and get them in. So we got it working with using the same formats that we've been using for the entities, so the same tools that people have been using to build custom mobs, they can use to build the blocks with.
Oh, that's cool. So you don't even have to like learn a new skill. You can just continue.
It's almost identical.
That's awesome. And then I noticed on the hotbar with the golden skull, there was like a little red triangle. What was that?
Yes, it's a new feature that we're calling item lock. I don't know if you found yourself sometimes just going through some content and you have this special item and then you die and you lose it, or maybe you drop it accidentally. Now we've made it so that creators can actually lock something on your inventory, so that when you die or you press Q, it won't go away. That way you don't lose your mysterious golden skull to unlock the next stage.
So nice.
I was gonna say that makes it super easy because I've definitely been in an adventure map. I lost the key on accident, and then I had to go and try and fix that.
Yeah.
And then when you place the skull, there's a lot going on in the background.
Like there's three features to talk about right there. The first one is like we wanted to give more power to creators.
It's still
with
cool,
cameras.
but it's just like it's not what we're here for.
This is a small one where we just shake the screen. I don't know if you noticed that
like
one.
I feel like
and then you can help players convey something like there's an earthquake going on, or maybe something's going to about to fall over you. So you can do that with this new tool.
Or dinosaurs.
Or dinosaurs.
Get a dinosaur steps.
Yes.
With this kind of stuff.
The second one that we noticed there is
told you what was coming.
You can now place them using commands, whereas before you had to be using a structure block, which is more complicated and time consuming. Now you can do it much more easily. And as part of those commands, you can now animate the structure placement. For those that know this, like the mountain was opening and that was just a structure animating. We provide a couple of effects. One is just like a 3D printing animation, and the other one is layer by layer.
Quite upset
and you can combine them to just achieve very cool effects.
Yeah, I can see like creators, using those
people
to
I
add
say,
just another level of polish to their world.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
You chose the wrong mob.
Recognize the scorpions.
Yeah, well,
you chose the wrong mob
to vote for it to bring them back.
I'm sorry.
They've always been one of my personal favorite custom mobs that I've ever built.
Yeah, but after watching that video for so long and ended up having a nightmare
were not wise with your decision.
My mom from some like aliens riding scorpions, it was creepy.
I'm sorry, that was not the intention.
It was creepy and funny.
Yeah. Well, speaking of aliens, I know our team put together a really cool sci-fi parkour map that, they made you run through, Jason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they knew this when they asked me to run through it, but
It's very
pretty
close.
awful at parkour.
It's very close.
So took a few tries
Glow
to get
Squid
a clean
is
run through.
slightly in the lead.
But at the beginning here, it's a
53%,
pretty typical sort of parkour map of running and jumping. But we definitely have some twists up ahead. And here's kind of the first one of, even I know I can't make that jump. So let's see what's in the chest. And we got a Sliminator. So I'm pretty sure you know what
I
to
think
do
we were
here.
right in choosing Glow Squid. I think I was right in choosing Glow Squid.
So now, hopefully, I will
with
jump
it there.
and be able to clear this gap. And please, yes. Make it up. So to get teleported to the next section, kind of make it along and see what next obstacle we have. So now I know the chests have useful things in them. So we got a Blockinator. And we'll throw that across.
This
and
segment has
get a
gone
little
on for
platform.
quite a
Now I can
while.
make this jump. Even I can make that jump. And we got the hot dog, or the cyber dog. And
What am I watching?
Up, but
Don't know,
it poisoned
mate.
me.
I
had
have
to use
no
the
clue what
antidote
this
to,
segment is.
rescue me
it's
there.
boring.
Make it across and get through here. Now we got a wall in the way, so let's see what tool we
We're
have. to get
sitting
through the
here
wall.
waiting for more cave update.
And insta presto, and get through here. Keep going along. And this should be our last obstacle here. But I can see the teleport pad, but I can't quite get to it. But that shaft up above looks promising, along with the ladder. So let's go up, see what we get here. Fall down, and block breaks. I can get to the teleporter. And Fanny's already there.
Oh.
Of course. Yeah, finally.
Yeah, no, this
Wow,
isn't
that's
86 times.
I love
That's
just
pretty
the
good.
aesthetic of that too
Just
as
them
well, like
talking
all the
about,
art and
like,
things. So those
man,
teleport
like
blocks,
behavior,
those seem like a really cool way to add
stuff.
like another level of immersion
Stuff that's
to the
cool,
world
but
you're
like
creating.
Yeah,
stuff
with
they
data-driven
shouldn't talk
items
about
and blocks, we get so many
for like
new events
10,
that you can
15
act
minutes
on. Like for
as an
example,
entire
in the case of
segment
the
in the show.
teleporters, you can step on it and then an event will trigger, and you can react in so many ways. You can add particles, or in this case, for example, you run a series of commands that just teleport you to the next area.
That's awesome. And I love the Slaminator, the Blockinator, and the Magic Wand. I've never seen items do that before.
Get on with it, please.
That's another example of how combining the same tools you can achieve so many different effects. For example, the Sliminator was just using the vent and the replace. And the fail command, right, to replace the blocks at the bottom with the slimes. Then the next one, we have the wand, and that one is just replacing blocks with air. And then we also had the Blockinator, which allowed you to walk by placing some blocks, replacing air with blocks. So just by combining events and the same command in different ways, you achieve so many cool effects.
Yeah, so it's just small little simple things you can combine in lots of different ways and get a wide variety of results.
And even that Blockinator allowed you to make that jump.
Yes.
And then I also saw that there was messing with mob effects too as well.
Yeah, so we've had an example of custom food in there, but in addition to just satisfying hunger like a food normally does, you can add and remove mob effects. So we had the Cyberdog that gave 3 effects, like the levitation, nausea, and poison. And then we had the antidote that would actually only remove 2 of them. So unlike a bucket of milk that removes all mob effects, you can make things that remove very specific things.
I don't know what they're about.
And it seemed like you got,
now
after you use that, or after you use the magic wand to get to that wall, it seemed like you were stuck, but
I have no
there was something else that was going on.
Oh yeah, so there is the
knowledgeable
in that was in my way. So we made it so that another one of these events, similar to the on step on, is we also have an on fall on. So in this case, it was just an on-fall on, and you can set what distance you want the event to trigger. So you have to fall at least 10 blocks or something like that. And when you land on it, we then break the block, similar to what, like the tomato plant and other things that we saw earlier.
Yeah, and it seemed like it took you quite a few tries to make it through, but Danny was able to do it first try.
Yes, unlike others, 86 times. Yeah. And one new feature that we have is that on raw text, you'll be able to show the names of the players that are of interest at that moment, and also show scores. Like in this case, we were tracking how many times Mayor was dying.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for coming onto the stage and talking a little bit about these creator tools and new features that are coming out.
It's over.
And with these new features, there's going to be a pretty amazing new thing coming out later this year for all Minecraft players.
Remember, GDL will not be held responsible in the
event
of a
Force. Oh. Yes. Nox crew, baby.
3.
This I will applaud.
1.
If you don't know what Terra Swoop Force is already. Oh, it's coming to the Minecraft marketplace. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you don't know what Terra Swoop Force is, it's a really fun.
We know you've waited a long
really
time for this update, and if you thought the first set of features for the caves were awesome,
made by the people that
it's time for even
Minecraft
more awesomeness.
Championship.
Agnes and Nir from the Vanilla Minecraft gameplay team are here to tell us what else is coming to the Caves and Eclipse
Finally,
update.
okay.
Hello,
Let's
welcome.
hear it.
Hello.
I want to see
How does
more
it
of this
feel?
update.
It's so amazing. It's so awesome to finally be able to share that with everyone.
Yes, it feels great, and we have, looked a bit at tweets during the break, and
we have some more tweets.
We have more tweets.
Yes.
The only thing I'm slightly not sure about is just the stalactites.
There will be so many cool
they
things
do
you
look
can build
a
with that
little bit
in the
off.
Warden.
Just
It's amazing.
they'll
to see all the
probably
excitement.
change them up a bit as they work on the update, but like.
Nir, you recently joined the Mojang Studios team.
Yes, I joined this year, but honestly, I'm not completely sure how that happened, and not just joining Mojang. I'm not really sure how
probably
I'm
missed the
here
first
in
announcement,
Minecraft
pal.
Live,
It was nuts.
because like just last year, I was home, glued to the stream. I had to know what the next thing is coming to Minecraft, and today it's not only that I get to share that, I got to work on some of those things, so it's fairly incredible. But yeah, I've been developing games for a few years now, and more recently I've actually worked with this non-profit organization called Games for Peace,
was too much
which
for
is
me now,
an amazing organization which basically uses games to promote peace.
Oh no, man, this
like
update looks
he takes kids
absolutely
from
fucking nutty.
areas of conflict all around the world and sits them down to play Minecraft And sometimes it's kids that don't even share a language, so they can't talk. So Minecraft is the language they share. Minecraft is what helps them connect and get to know each other and creates friendships.
They look a little wonky. I would like for them to change the look of them.
It's so cool. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, I know
they don't
the amazing things that are happening with Minecraft, and then you described that to Agnes and I, and we both were like, we've never heard that, and it's so cool.
It's so beautiful.
Amazing.
Absolutely beautiful. So in this update, you've been really looking at like filling out the caves even more.
Yes, so there are even more things to show.
Yeah, all right, more stuff.
The things we showed so far, it's a lot about like improving the journey underground, but of course we also want to add like new things to find, like new resources, and one of them are crystals.
Oh? Oh. 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 I like that. I like that a lot. It's like a geode. Look at that.
They're so beautiful.
Yes, that the moment you turn the corner and you see that glowing thing, that's
cool.
so it's incredible.
The atmosphere in the crystal geode, it's like mystical. Yeah, they're so pretty, and we were thinking a lot about like what is the purpose for crystals in Minecraft, and one thing is like they should have a use, and we will talk more about one.
Every update feels modded until it comes out.
That is a lot about just adding a lot to the
just looking at that though, like that's really cool.
And we want them to be quite rare, so when you find them, it's really gonna be like magical.
They come in like other colors.
Beautiful, and you know when you walk on the crystals, you hear these sounds.
Oh, yeah, it's just we talked before about the pillar of underground of Marvel. And I feel they're just the perfect feature for that sort of pillar, right?
But you can't just take them with you.
Right, so you can break the crystal plant we saw in the video, but they actually grow from a very special block. And that block is unobtainable. It's sort of like you think about spawners, right? You cannot just take it and put it in your base. It makes you go and build farms all around your world. And that also encourages you to create tunnels between them and find out ways of transferring those items from place to place. And I just love those sort of features that really encourage other gameplay in the game.
Like
as an explorer myself, I'm very excited about finding all of these.
I think Rose could
and you
just secured the
mentioned a usefulness to them.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So from those crystal plants, you get crystal shards items, and you can actually use them to craft a telescope.
Oh, what? What? Oh. What?
That is amazing.
It is. It's such a useful item. Super cool. And
so it's like the Optifine zoom, but it's vanilla.
Yes, you use the crystal shards to craft them.
Obviously not really,
more,
but like.
And that's also a new thing that we added.
Oh. Copper? Why? I'm sorry. What? What?
It's copper.
That's amazing.
Yes, it's new ore.
Like,
and
they are doing everything I expected them not to do.
A very interesting thing with the copper ore is that it generates in a different way. So normal ores often generate like an ore blob, but copper is different. So imagine that you are out mining and you see copper ore. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna mine the copper. And then you see some stone. It's like, they look a bit different. So you continue to mine. And then you find another copper ore. And you probably go like, okay, I think I found a copper vein. So we're actually adding ore veins to Minecraft. And like they really add so much to mining. It gets so interesting because it's kind of like following a trace when you mine, and they tie so well to the pillar we have about adding strategy to mining.
Yeah,
that's amazing. And you've personally wanted copper in the game Since you start, maybe before you started?
Yeah.
You mentioned
that's
it
cool,
once or
but like,
twice.
what do you
Well, maybe a few times. But yes.
Is it just a building?
I think I got inspired by the pretty copper roofs in Stockholm, and they are all green because we have so many like old buildings here.
Does it
and we've actually added that mechanic to Minecraft as well. So, you know, if you place a copper block, it will first be orange, but after a while, a pretty long time, it will turn green. And it's something, I think it's so cool, because it actually adds history to Minecraft. Because, for example, if you have a really old Minecraft world,
really
then you can see on
actually.
like a house, and like, oh, the roof turned all green, and then you know that that house has been there for a really long time.
Huh. It's weird how it's only a building block, from what I can tell. And then it just looks like prismarine, kind of.
And copper won't only be used for the telescope. You actually have another really cool thing that you'll be able to craft with it.
I think it's cool, but like, I'm not.
Jens talked a bit before about these design principles that we have in Minecraft, and one of them is that if something bad happens, the player either caused
the thing is, like,
it has a way
if
to
that's
sort of
what they're
avoid
going for with the copper,
and one of
they
those
ought to
exceptions,
have,
for
like,
example,
another,
is lightning
like
strike.
practical purpose
Now,
for
some
that.
people like to build wooden roofs in Minecraft. Some even build wall roofs.
Looking at me,
Right.
it's not at all like the grandest castle in my realm actually has a roof fully built of wool.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No,
but
we did get some fires.
yeah, so to try to help the players with that, we are introducing the lightning rod.
The what?
That is very useful for all the wool roofs out there.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that
I don't think that
happened
was
to a lot
a problem,
of our players.
though.
Even personally, I
It's
had
cool,
this
but I don't
peaceful
think
game I
that was
played
a
with my
problem
partner,
worth
and
fixing.
it wasn't peaceful. And we went out and we were like looking at animals, collecting a few animals to our base, and we came back and our
Put a creeper.
house was gone.
You can make charged creeper farms.
And I was quite confused because I consider myself to be someone who knows a bit about
You can make
Minecraft,
charged
and
creeper
there are
farms.
no
Okay,
creepers,
that's
there are no
that's
Endermen.
worth
So what happened?
something.
We figured that probably a lightning
Right?
strike hit and burned down the house, and we were quite traumatized because we were not prepared for this. So I think this lightning rod is really going to help with that.
Yeah, now you don't have to worry about that problem anymore.
No, I'm gonna put
That's-
it like
that-
lightning
that
rods
actually
everywhere
might
on my
have-
wool roof.
Good.
Will be perfect.
Good.
Now you've
Like a
introduced a lot
purpose.
of
You can make
things
You
already,
can make witches
and
from villager
players
breeders.
already have a lot of trouble with their
You could
inventory
create your own witch farm.
and the amount of items, but you have an idea for that.
Yes. So
Although
as
it'd
you
be-
know, we
it-
keep
wait.
adding new blocks and new items all the
Depending
time.
on the situation,
and that do create a
that-
bit of an
it might
inventory
be, like,
problem.
actually a
and we're
faster
aware
witch
of that, and we have actually been thinking quite a lot how we can solve it, because we want to have like a good gameplay solution.
I mean, I
we want
guess
it
you
to
could
be
already
balanced,
kind of done
and
that with.
we actually
a
have an
like
item in this
a
update
channeling
that would be
trident, but,
really
like,
helpful, and it's the bundles.
Now you can do it automatically. What is that? What? It's an inventory update.
Bundles.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's such an elegant solution as well, and I love it. I think we spend a lot of time talking about the inventory
That's a bit
problem,
nuts.
and I think one of the biggest takeaways there was that this is not actually one problem. It's constructed from a lot of sub-problems. For example, hotbar management is one problem. Getting a lot of blocks for your huge build somewhere, that's like something the shulkers help with. But I think there is a third sub-problems where every time you leave your base to go exploring somewhere, your inventory keeps getting full of junk. Like this lot just has 2 flowers.
Like 64?
This lot has just 1 seed, right? And I think the bundles are really going to help with that problem.
Because if so, that actually
the thing
makes
with
like
bundles
a fair amount of
is
sense.
that you can place many different kinds
right? Because,
of
like,
items in one bundle.
You could,
so many different
it's not
kinds
for
of items
filling
in
with
one
like large
inventory
amounts of
slots.
one
For
item,
example,
right?
I can
It's
take
for just
2
filling all
flowers
the
and 1
like
seed and put them in one
stupid
bundle.
little things that end up in your inventory.
And you can kind of use them like presents too.
It's kind of like
yes,
a
I'm
a
so
vacuum
excited
cleaner
about seeing what players
for your
do them
inventory.
in like shopping district, right? You can have
Right.
the bundle of the day, which has a bunch of things with it, or you can have secret bundles where you have 3 of them in a chest, but you get a random one. I think it's really going to be cool.
Yes, and for example, if your friend has a birthday, you can put like your prettiest item in the bundle because it looks like a gift wrapper. And then
I mean,
you can give it
shulker
to your
boxes
friend.
are still going to be
That's so
way
cool.
more practical than
We've
these.
talked so much today on the like really
for
game
at,
design side, but how do you work on the art
build
side?
kind of things.
We actually have a
I
very
think
close
they're right in
collaboration
that
with
kind
our
of
team,
thing
and
where
it's great.
you can have like
So my
small
job
amounts
is
of things
basically
going
to
the
get
bag.
an abstract idea and imagine how it would fit into the Minecraft universe and then start sketching it. So once my sketch is finished, I send everything to the 3D
This update's
artist
this
that's gonna
update is gonna be,
model it
like,
and animate it to make
absolutely
it alive.
nutty, dude.
My job is to
We're
bring
getting
sketches to
crazy
life and
caves
make them
that look
move
like
in
the
3D
alpha
space.
terrain. We're
to work
getting
with a game that has
we're
such a
getting
special
probably
look is
we're getting
amazing.
glow squids.
It's a
probably.
challenge, it's fun, it's sometimes frustrating, but
mountains with
it's very
goats
rewarding.
and
I love it.
Snow
I make the pixel art
I
for
saw
both.
it.
And usually
No,
when I
saw
create a
it,
block texture for
unfortunately.
a block, it's going to be a lot.
And,
Like I'm going to make 50 iterations
just
of one
nuts,
block because
dude.
I want to make it right. Every block is like a building block for people's
I'll
imagination.
be honest,
right?
this
So
doesn't
I
even
try
really
to
seem
like
like
put a lot
a
of
cave
love in
update.
each
It
block
seems just
to
like
make
a
sure that people can create what
everything
they want.
update, you know?
So I think my favorite thing about the Minecraft look is that it's very unexpected, very unconventional, and that's where like the special comes from.
Minecraft in terms of game art is special because it has such a unique look and it's very restricted. It has to be 3D pixel art and we can only work within those boundaries. So we have to like think inside the box but also outside the box. I've been working on this exciting
Like I
new
say,
mob.
man, all these
This new
updates,
mob
at first
will be
glance
the
they
cutest
seem modded,
predator ever existed in Minecraft.
but as we get more into like
This
actual
update is
development,
incredible.
getting
Like people have been waiting
snapshots
for this for
playing the
so
game, like,
long, and we're finally going to do it.
that far-fetched.
I hope that the community is really, really happy
the
about it.
first
I hope they have
Nether
a
update,
lot of
like,
new
announcement
stuff to
dropped, I was
play
like,
with,
oh, no,
and I hope
this
that
is
they're
gonna
excited
completely,
to
like,
see
ruin
some
the game,
concepts as well.
You got like netherite.
It's so
like,
lovely
you're
when you
destroying
can think
the
about
meta,
all of the different
blah, blah, blah,
jobs
blah.
within game
But, like,
development. I love seeing the artists and developers.
now the
We all
Netherite
like
update
across
is,
the
like,
show. There's so many different types of roles that people have.
Yeah,
some of
and
the best parts
it's really
of the
awesome
game,
to interact with all those roles and have a lot of a back and forth. We're very open in Mojang and getting ideas from all over the place, and specifically working with the art team is amazing as well. You sort of throw one idea to the air and he draws something and you're like, oh, what is that white thing in your drawing? I didn't even think about it, and it starts so many awesome ideas going. And we even integrated into our prototype process, and actually I think until I saw those sketches by the art team, I didn't really understand what archaeology in Minecraft even means.
Archaeology?
Yes, so we're actually adding a new system called the archaeology system.
Huh?
In this system, you're basically going to find these excavation sites all throughout your world. And you can make this new tool called the brush that is going to help you uncover the mysteries of all these dig sites. So you come to one of these ancient structures and you can sort of use the brush to clear away some of the rubble that may have collapsed in those structures. And sometimes you might even find something shiny inside them.
Is that layered gravel?
And this is important. If you are not careful enough, like in real life, you can destroy that artifact. And when that artifact is gone, that artifact and all the secrets it held are gone forever. But if you're careful enough, if you take your time and you're deliberate, you can get some of those hidden artifacts. And for example, here we got a ceramic shard, which is basically how whoever lived here used to tell and pass on their stories.
I love the story sides of the archaeology. Because we often talk about that we want to deepen the mystery in Minecraft.
You can
and when you find these hidden artifacts, you kind of find like connections and hints. And we will never tell the full story, but these will inspire the players to tell their own stories about their own Minecraft worlds.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really exciting to see what players do with them. For example, here we see an exhibition that someone built for this, where he can compare all the different clues he finds, right, and try to preserve whatever was down here, and he can compare what we found with whatever new thing, and sort of try to connect the pieces, right? And here we see those pieces connected in a clay pot, actually trying to reconstruct them back. And you can create that however you like. You can create your own stories or try to guess how those pieces used to connect.
Yeah. It's also so fun to be very creative with these new pots, because you can put the shards in any way you want.
Exactly. And when you're pleased with your creation, you can fire them up and you have your own painted clay pot.
It's pretty. So, Nir, is this programmer art still?
Yeah, the art we're seeing is still work in progress, but I personally like the dragon. I think it's cute.
Yeah, it didn't say programmer art isn't pretty.
Yeah, you know, the problem is the artists are way too good.
Yeah.
Right? They just make us look bad. I don't know.
Archaeology is amazing. I mean, the excavation site is so incredible.
I'm so excited about this. I've spent a lot of time about it, and I actually got to.
I'll be honest. I'm a bit skeptical on that
conversations
one.
with actual archaeologists from all around the world.
That one seems like.
Honestly, I sort of feel like I got so passionate about it myself that their passion sort of stuck to me, and it was so amazing to learn more about this.
It seems like something
really
that I
wouldn't
care about.
And you have a dev diary coming out on our YouTube channel where you kind of explore all of the archaeology even more.
The artifacts
it's honestly really, really exciting. So I had so much fun with this, and I learned so much that I decided that it can't stop with
I like
me.
the idea
so we're
of
gonna
like a
do
new structure,
a dev diary when we're actually gonna talk to those archaeologists.
I guess.
And actually, we might even get to visit some interesting locations.
That is amazing.
But I will say,
well, it feels very sad, but we're almost out of time. But we've been hinting at
and like gravity
a new mob, like over the course of the show, like
if you can
3
use
or
the brush
4
to do
times. So are you going to tell us about
that?
That
is an absolute.
Now we're gonna tell you. It's the cutest predator you will ever meet.
Axolotls? For real?
I feel like there's only one sound I can make after seeing that, which is like.
It's so cute. It's so adorable. The axolotls.
How did you decide on axolotls?
So, when we add a new mob to Minecraft, we really wanted to have like its own unique character. We wanted to have purpose, and it's also a very good thing if it happens to be ugly cute. And the axolotl is perfect. It has all of these things. Well, I guess on the ugly cuteness, it might be quite a big emphasis on the cute side, but still. And we actually had a brainstorm in the team. So we were like, okay, we're gonna add goats, but we want to add another animal. And then one of the developers posted like a big picture of an axolotl, and we all went like, yes,
this right now.
It's like the definition of ugly cute. It's like made for Minecraft.
Perfect.
And then we also found out that axolotls are endangered in the real world, and we think it's good to add endangered animals to Minecraft to create awareness around that. So that's also a good thing.
Like with the bees?
Yes, like with the bees last year, for example. But yeah, so the axolotls, as you saw in the video, they live in the lush caves, and they really add a lot of life to the lush caves. And there's also a bucket of axolotl.
I didn't think it could get cuter.
I know. That is just so cute. I don't know how to handle it, but it's so cute. So when you're walking around in the lush caves and you see some axolotls, then you can actually scoop them up in your bucket and take them with you. So maybe you build like a pretty aquarium for them in your base, or maybe you bring them to your ocean adventure.
Wait, you can tame them? They follow you? They attack things? Okay, it sounds like an underwater dog.
Predator you'll ever meet.
Exactly. So when you scoop them up in a bucket, you can actually create your own axolotl army, basically, and charge into the oceans with them, and they will help you fight various, well, they'll attack cute fish as well, but they'll help you fight the drowns and the guardians, and they're actually quite useful when fighting guardians, because they have this special ability that whenever they take damage, they sort of play dead. And when they're playing dead, no mob will actually attack them. So they have this time to regen back, help, and then jump back into the fight together with you. And if you learn how to cooperate with them really well, they might even heal you during the battle.
That is so cool. But okay, so you added like
these
like 2 mobs that are like as different as possible with the warden and the axolotl.
Yes. So this update is actually a lot about contrast, which is great because it creates like a dramatic player experience, which is so good. So we're like
I wouldn't be surprised at this point with how random all these things are. I wouldn't be surprised if they just say, "Oh yeah, there's a new boss now."
And also in the caves, like the lush caves are very
there
light
kind
and
of
welcoming,
is with like
and
that
then the
weird
deep
looking
dark
Shrek
is
monster we saw
scary
earlier.
and challenging.
I guess we can't forget our little goat in there. It's kind of the in between.
Yeah, we shouldn't forget the goat. Yeah, I guess it's in between. It is still very cute, but in between. No one can be as cute as the axolotl.
No, I don't think so. Before we tell everyone the winner of the mob vote, let's take a look back at some of the exciting things that we've talked about today.
Yeah, that thing. I really like that feature, actually. The crystals. Seems really neat. If there's a way to apply that in builds, I would definitely like to do that. Copper roofs, on the other hand, just seems like why to me. I don't know. Oh, and the creator tools they went on for way too long about. You're right. This update does remind me a lot of Terraria. In a lot of ways, actually. I think after the show ends here, I'm just gonna like talk a bit in length, like what are my thoughts? Because like I'm still just processing
Before we get
all.
to our bomb vote, I think there's one more question people are really gonna want to know. When are we gonna get the caves and the cliffs update?
It's a good question. So we plan to release it summer 2021, and this actually is really good. As I mentioned in the beginning of the show, we really want to have a lot of time to work together with the community to like gather feedback, see all the
There's
great
not
ideas.
Gonna be a holiday
the
update this year,
has
boys.
so many good ideas. So it feels good that we now have a lot of time to actually work together on this update.
Amazing. And the community decided on a new mob that will enter the game. So
it's gonna be the
which one of you gets to do the honors today?
So I think Tiny Agnes has been a bit mean this year, so I think you should open it, Near. You should announce the winner. Yes.
Can I look first?
Yeah. You're gonna know before everyone else?
It's the glow squid!
That's the one I wanted. That's the one I got. I'm happy.
Everyone was mesmerized by the glow squid, not just the tiny ones.
GG.
I was really not expecting that. That is so awesome.
Best mob is in the
I didn't expect it at all, but it's great. And glow squids will look so cool in the caves. Like the atmosphere.
Yes. Oh, you were.
So well.
Like,
Who said that earlier? You were right. They're gonna be in the
caves.
caves.
And then you see the glow squids swimming around.
Yes.
Beautiful. Can they be friends with the axolotls?
The axolotls are predators, so I'm not sure.
The axolotls might actually attack them.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll see. We'll see. I'll talk to them.
Think about it.
Yes.
We have committed to a lot of things, so I think we need to get work on all of the things that we've shown in the show.
Yeah.
For all of you watching, Minecraft wouldn't be what it is today without all of you. From all of us at Mojang Studios.
That was a good call.
Thank you so much.
That was a good call on the glow squid.
Bye.
Well. How about that, boys? How about that? That was something. That was a bit ridiculous. I'm going to turn music back on here. Turn it down just a bit. There we go. Yeah, the glow squid has won. I'm happy about that. But man, dude. So, I am simultaneously hyped and super kind of concerned about this update. I was not expecting them to actually do the caves update, I'll be honest. I had no clue that was what they were going for. I like the new cave generation. I like the new everything they said. Basically, I like everything they said at the start of the show. I really like everything they talked about at the start of the show, with the lush caves, all this new plants and stuff, and yeah, I really like that. I like the idea of the mountain update. I like the goats. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about, and like it's a fine line to tread, I'm sure, with adding that kind of thing, is will the mountains that they add end up overshadowing the need for custom terraforming? Like, for example, the mountain I've made on the Minecraft experience. Would that be made obsolete, effectively, by the new mountains? I don't know. They showed like a picture for like 2 seconds, and I honestly could not tell much about that. And then there was everything they said at the end of the show. I'm not hype about the copper. The copper just seems weird. The lightning rod also seems really weird as like a standalone feature. But I see it having a really, really good application if you want to like harness lightning towards a certain spot like automatically. I see it being really good for automatic like charged creeper farms or witch farms or something. I suppose the only problem from that point is that thunderstorms would have to be part of that, and in a lot of cases they don't often happen. I'm not too hype about the archaeology either. The archaeology seems really, really weird. If it is that you can layer dirt and gravel with the brush, just like alone, without artifacts in it, that's gonna be absolutely crazy. Like, that's gonna change so much. And I don't know how to feel about that because it seems like so foreign to Minecraft, you know? it seems really, really foreign to like a lot of Minecraft. Just the layering of dirt. And much in the same way, like in the same light as that, stalactites. I don't know how to feel about that, just because from what I saw in the video, they looked a little bit out of place. They didn't, like, and again, I'm sure as all this stuff goes on, it's going to get refined, as it always does. I think the stalactites were weird looking. I didn't like the look of them, and like, they looked good in the caves, don't get me wrong, but like, I was thinking about them in the sense of like building application. They just seemed like off, you know, didn't really match a lot of things when that first came to mind. Could be wrong though about that one. The artifacts seem very boring and useless from what I can tell. The only way I could see that being interesting is if you can design them yourself. And that doesn't seem like a thing that would be possible considering how they want to implement the feature. It seems very boring. And it's not something I'd want to invest any amount of time in unless there was actually like good loot to be gained from it. The bundles? Hot take, I think that's gonna be the best feature of the update. I like the bundles. And I have been rooting for an inventory update forever now. If they have it so like only like, so long as they don't, you know, take it further than what was shown. I like the idea of having just a little pouch, or like a little, effectively a vacuum cleaner inside your inventory that can hold like a stack of just whatever random crap you have lying around just by clicking on it. It's gonna make inventory management so much better. And like, I really like the idea of the bundles. Quite a bit. Although, like, yeah, there are worse shulker box, but like that's not the point. The point is just to like clean your inventory, not, you know, sort it. And what else did they talk about at the end of the show? The axolotls, interesting. I like them. I don't dislike them. I think it's neat to have an aquatic pet mob. Something that can actually traverse the water with you. But I don't know whether that translates to they cannot exit the water. Like, if you need to constantly be putting them into and out of a bucket to go around with them in the water, it doesn't seem like it wouldn't make the feature like impractical, but it would just be like another step that would seem unnecessary. Dude, the cow had 9 colors. I don't know what you're talking about. The glow squid. Here's what I feel like about the glow squid. If it's purely just an aesthetic mob and it doesn't do anything and it just sits around in the caves and the dark oceans or whatever, I don't mind that. I think that's fine. I don't really have a problem with that. I think that's what people were voting for, pretty much. If they take it a step further though, and they have ways through which you could obtain some kind of glowing item or glowing dye that maybe you could apply to leather armor, that would be very, very nice to have. And I've been saying this over and over again, but the glow squid with the other glowing things they were talking about at the beginning of the show with the lush cave and all these new plants, it's just going to go together very, very well, I feel. There was also that really weird, like, platform vine thing that thing, I don't know what to think of that. I just think the only thing I said was it would make a pretty neat mini game, and that's about it. And then what else? They talked about that. Am I forgetting something, chat? Did I skip over a feature? What they talked about? The telescope. The telescope is cool. For people who use Optifine, the telescope is awful. Luckily, us people on Bedrock will be getting something that's like the Optifine zoom, at the very least. I feel like that was more a Bedrock feature than a Java one, honestly. And I appreciate that that is part of the game. I just think it's neat. I don't know how often I'd practically use it, but for me, when I'm, just messing around with friends, or for example, making a video, seems like something worth having around. Another thing I'll add about the copper too, I want it to have another use beyond being a building block, because that looks really, really sad as a building block, I'll be honest. It does not look fun at all. Yeah, I could think of like 2 uses for that block, and they're both uses that already exist in the game. Like, the green copper just looks like prismarine, and the normal copper looks like acacia wood, or like red sandstone. We already have both of those things. So, I don't know. That's probably the feature I'm like least excited for at the moment. The geodes, the crystals. Really neat stuff. I wasn't quite paying attention when they talked about the farming aspect of it. They talked about collecting crystals in a certain way, by like having the blocks within the geode be unobtainable, which I think might have a negative impact on me using those in build. And another thing too is they didn't really say like any of the other variants of that. They only showed off like the amethyst crystals, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's just it's a hard call whether that's actually gonna become something that you can build with. The crystal plants they said were obtainable, so that at the very least would be something that I'd use quite a bit. What else? The freaking skulk depth thing they were talking about, like the deep caves with those monsters. That's some really cool stuff. I'm glad that they're doing that. Like, just that video had me like absolutely losing my mind. Because it was more than just a monster there. There was like new blocks and candles and like all this stuff. The new redstone component is gonna have people going absolutely nuts, just making new things. That's probably something I'm gonna have to learn. It's gonna be a weird thing to learn for sure. And yeah, it's the monster better drop good items. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Just I'm just really hyped for everything they said at the beginning of the show. It's the stuff towards the end that I'm a bit more skeptical on, with the clear exception being the bundles. And I don't think they said much else beyond those things there. Yeah, not much else. Another thing I had like a thought about, right, is if you remember in the video with the monster, how the guy went into like this weird structure looking room. I couldn't tell whether or not that was supposed to be a structure. If it was, that's pretty interesting. Because that would mean there's just random structures in the caves now. A lot like there is in Terraria. You know? There's little dungeons and things. So yeah. And and the last thing I think I'll say about the caves is I'm really glad that they are generating, like from what they were showing in the video, I am really glad that the generation of the caves just looks absolutely like wonky and ridiculous. Like, I didn't want this to look really realistic, because I feel like if you were to make realistic looking caves, it would be like sad looking, you know? I will say I'm glad they have the caves generating the way they do, because it reminds me a lot of how terrain used to be like in alpha and in beta, like early Minecraft, like the crazy terrain you'd see everywhere. It feels like they've taken that and translated it to underground, and it's gonna be really cool to see. The thing is, unlike the Nether update, and here's like the big divide between the two, what really separates them. I don't see myself living there. I don't see myself living in the caves. And I don't know if that's a thing that's going to change with time or not. Because I don't think I would want to live down in those caves. Yeah, it's just... Man, this update is just it's gonna change everything. It's gonna change everything. Especially if they combine it with the new combat. It's gonna be a big game changer. And it's one that I am mostly excited for. I think overall, the update was good. What we were shown of the update was good. And I think it'll be a lot of fun to play once it comes out next year. As for the whole show, you could have cut out every part of the middle, honestly. I mean, sure, they talked about dungeons for a bit, which was kind of interesting, I suppose. But otherwise, I feel like they really need to start streamlining this process. Because, like, during the middle of the show, I was just kind of like, okay, neat, okay. It's just like, it's not stuff I really care about. And I'm sure other people do care about it, but, like, I don't know to what degree. And, like, when it comes to this event, you know, a majority of people are here to see updates and new features. And they need to cater to that more, I feel, to really keep people engaged with this kind of event. If they ever do it again, I know this year was supposed to be a live event, but they transitioned to doing a live event. And one thing I will say is that I'm a tiny bit disappointed that there isn't a holiday update this year. That there isn't a second, smaller update for the winter months. And I'm not like devastated over it. But it's gonna be like quite a bit without some new features. And well, I don't know what to think about that. But overall, the show was pretty okay. I enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoyed it too. I hope you enjoyed watching with me. I think I'm gonna end things off here. A few things before I go. Expect a new Minecraft experience episode either later today or tomorrow, depending on when I decide to upload it. Expect it within the next couple of days. Also expect another special video that I'll be doing for 300 subscribers, which I hit just yesterday, and I'm very happy about that. And I will be doing a video for that also within the next couple of days. But thank you all again for coming and watching with me. I had fun doing this, and I'll probably be doing a few more streams in the future. But yeah, thanks for coming along. I'll catch you all later.